Hello, hi, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I hope you're having a restful one. Okay. So, the week was a hectic one, I know for some of us, but I hope that you got the time to rest and you're still resting. You know, today is for kicking back and relaxing. How na day? Happy Sunday to everyone. This is your girl, Omoye's Corner, once again coming live and direct to you. So today I'm on camera. Anyways, I'm coming back to you today to bring good tidings as always. Now, good things we get to say for you. Hmm? Good thing. Cool mama, yeah. Cool mama, now you carry first today. Oh. Hey, cool mama, don't level up. Welcome, Cynthia, darling. Happy Sunday. I hope you're resting. I hope you're kicking back and relaxing. Tomorrow starts, another week has started already. Eh? Welcome back to my channel, guys. How you all doing? It's so good to be here with you guys on camera this time. I say, let me do it for my people today, my village people. Let's gather here. Let's gather here. Welcome. It's so good to see everyone. Oh my God. Anyways, my people, before we go into it, I want to quickly address the Nigerian election. I've been gonna spare me a few minutes. See, obedience worldwide, wherever you are, it is getting hotter and hotter. Okay? Why? Because now know Obidati has got this election. Now then go win with a landslide. Okay? So they will do everything to frustrate you and make it more difficult. Do not fall for the traps. I beg you. Do not fall for their traps. We are winning this election. We are taking our country back. So whatever tricks, they're going to want to play mind games on you. If you have a YouTube channel, they're going to come in your comment section and be looking for ways to distract you and be dropping meaningless, worthless comments. Do not engage. I'm guilty. I have engaged one in my comment section. Okay? When you know get it, you won't talk again. This person has so much time in his hands. Okay? You go and read line by line and figure out where is she? Is her English correct? Did she put comma where it's supposed to be? Did she put full stop? It's all a distraction. These people don't have anything to do. I've already told him he's a boy. I don't waste my time with little boys that are busy crying in other people's comment section. He's just throwing a tantrum. Okay, the people like him are building houses, building their societies. Okay, ensuring that their people are slaves, are safe. They are securing their people. But what do? They are busy in other people's comment section making worthless comments. Okay, I don't send anybody Papa English. Okay, I have my native tongue. Flex with your native language. Then you will have my ear. Come and write in your native tongue. Don't come and flex with your master's language to me. I don't care about it. I don't give a damn about it. Okay? Flex with your native tongue. Then I will know you have arrived. Okay? People, they say they don't free slaves. Some people are stuck in that slave mentality. Okay, so my people, obedience worldwide, do not be moved. Don't be deterred. We got this one. We are taking back our country. I hear that students, they're trying to they fix exams for that week. My dear students, what is 8 years to you? What is 4 years to you? A moment of your life wasted is wasted forever. These people don't give a damn. If it means you have to walk out, I would urge all students in Nigeria, if in your high institution, I know it's difficult. Trust me, I know. I know I have been through ASU strike. I have stayed at home for months on end. I know what it feels like. But trust me, you see this last fight, we must fight it to the end. I'm urging all students in Nigeria, en masse, you guys should walk out. Don't write that exam. They will reschedule it. Do not write that exam. Make sure you vote. Make sure you go to your unit, your polling unit, and vote. These people are afraid of you guys. They are afraid because they know that they have already lost the election. They know that they have already lost this election. I'm telling you all, please don't be moved. Do not listen to any distractors. They are coming en masse. They've been paid by their masters. Don't fall for it. Keep your eye on the ball. Stay focused. It is Obidati all the way. We are taking it back. We are breaking every back of wickedness in that country. We are. You better believe it. So don't sleep on it. Don't think everything they're coming at you with. Just recognize that they are afraid. They are afraid because they know the new has come and they can't do anything about it. I know that you cannot withdraw money from the ATMs. I know there's scarcity of funds, but please, I beg you, don't let them distract you. Don't fall for their tricks. They're looking for a way so that you guys should start rioting, and then fights will ensue, and then they will shut down the system. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for ways so that you do not vote. They're looking for ways to distract and keep the election from holding. Na lie. You see, here nothing they happen. You see this election, we don't win and finish. So, Sebai, do like this. Calm down. Now, small remain. How many days? How many days? 18, 19 days, 9 remain. Calm down. Calm down. We don't dey suffer, they come for years. We don't almost reach the promised land. Not give up. I beg you. Now beg I dey beg. I beg. Not give up. See this time around. Now only days remain. Drink garri, eat, crack palm kernel for backyard if you get. Chop am. Do like this. Do like this. It is well. We are taking it back. They know. They know. They are all threatened. They are afraid. When you see them scurrying, running around, they are afraid. They are running like rats. They are running. They are looking for where to go and hide. They are looking for cockroaches, rodents in the house. That's what we're exposing them. Don't worry, my people. You see this election, we get time. Obidati is winning with a landslide. Nothing they take out from her. Nothing, my people. Thank you very much for allowing me to come hot this morning or this wonderful day. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Hi, Precious. Hi, everyone. I know where my glasses are. I can hardly see everyone that's coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, today's topic. Hey, today's topic. I don't plan to be here much longer. I can't. I got things to do. Your girl got things to take care of. Eh? Make I share my link because I'm gonna make this. Man, see as my hand is show. As my hand is show for the screen. Magnified. One another vessel, so that they see my big hand. I dey try to share my link. Hey, Celine in the house. Tan, tan, tan. Celine in the house. Celine in the house. Welcome, sis. Welcome, my village brothers and sisters. Now, well done. Welcome. Mona enter. So, this topic, I want to talk about Kerewa matters in a sense of, as single people, everybody gets it they look at. Now, the angle I'm coming from is not, I'm not here to ask whether you are doing it or you are not doing it at all. Not be that one I can talk. I know see some of una ear don't stand. Say, I'm coming from a standpoint of understand. I hope you understand where you stand in relation to this. Okay. There are people, there are some of us, a lot of us out there that have different appetites. You understand what I mean? That have different appetites and have what's it called? Yeah, let me just leave it as appetites, right? Some people cannot, they can't hold themselves. Now, no, it's any, they can't as a single person. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do on how, or how to do it or how to hold yourself. It's not up to me. That's between you, yourself, and your creator. Okay? I'm coming from the point of, do you understand where you stand in the scheme of all of this? Do you understand your needs? Do you understand the kind of person you are? Are you the type of person that can wait, for years and nothing, you're not bothered? Or are you the type of person that has to have it all the time? If you're the person that has to have it all the time, I'm not here to judge you, okay? At the same time, I know that you're mature enough and old enough to understand the disadvantages and advantages. Okay, you'll be better if you find someone that you both know you have goals that you're working towards, and stay with that person. Okay, there's some people who are they say that asexual, they call them asexual, whatever. They don't have any attraction. Let me read the dictionary meaning. We cannot talk them from my head before I say, oh my, how did you know? How did you know? You people will come here. Asexual. It means experiencing no sexual feelings or desires, not being sexually attracted to anyone. Okay? And let me see. Yeah. So that's what asexual means. So I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. I don't know anyone I have never met anyone who's asexual. So I don't know. Maybe there are people like that. Yeah. And then there's also, I found out recently that there's demisexual. Okay. Let me pull up the meaning for you. Demisexual is experiencing sexual feelings and attraction only after developing a close emotional relationship and not on the basis of first impressions, physical characteristics, etc. That's me. That's where I fall into. I didn't even know they had a word for it. I had no idea that there was a word for that. I'm those people. I'm that person. So I'm not the one that will be saying, oh my God, I gotta have somebody. I just have to be with someone right now, and then hop from one bed to the other, or go to, go and look for how I can bring the temperature down. I don't fall into that category. That's not me. Okay, so everybody gets the category where they fall into. I know that, I don't know if there are more words, but those are the two that I didn't know what they meant before. I just know because I had friends ask me, oh, well, how are you doing it? You don't have any boyfriend, I still know they do you, they worry, they hungry you. I know a lot of people would have that thought in their head, but they might not want to ask. But knowing the kind of person you are matters. For me, I have not been with a man for a long, long time. So it helped me spiritually, kept me focused, and I don't have patience for any BS. So it doesn't matter who you are, you're bringing BS immediately, bam, and they cut up. I don't have the patience for BS. Okay, so I'm that demisexual person. I can only be with someone who I find very attractive, right? That I connect with. I have to be able to connect with the person. So for me, it's not about the physical look. It's more about what comes out from the person and how that person makes me feel. And it's very rare. It doesn't happen. People like me, I didn't meet people. I can see a guy, good looking, everything. I go acknowledge him. I'll say, yeah, man, that guy tight. damn, this guy is fine. I'm that person. I'll say, that's Bessie and range. Oh my God. But now there I go leave her. I'm not bothered. They affect me. I don't feel totori. My body, they totori me. I'm not interested. I don't want to know. Right? In order for me to get that close to you, you have to have been able to get into my mind. Yeah, you need to be able to attract me from my mind, intellectually, emotion. You have to. And the way you make me feel. If I'm not getting any, will work. We'll just remain friends. That's me. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go and get my glasses because the comments are flying and I can't read it. Let me see if I can read it from up here. Okay. Oh my God, people don't land though. Welcome, Una. Welcome. Oh, sorry, Adana. Welcome, my darling. You're joining from work, eh? Yeah. Hey, they must let you enjoy it too, Adana, by fire by force. Cynthia, are you doing one-on-one play though? What do you mean one-on-one play? I don't understand, Cynthia. Break it down for a sister. Adana says, I agree. In fact, I have to be in love with you, Seth, before the kitty. Yeah, I have to be. I have to have that emotional. I have to have not just emotion. It's not just emotional for me. It's intellectual. If it's not there, if I can't connect with you spiritually, for me, it's a deeper place. There are 3 layers to it. If I can't connect with you on that, there's nothing you can do. You can be the most charming man. You can be the most, whatever. On paper, people will say, man, that's a correct guy. I'm not moved. I will not be moved at all. I will acknowledge your intelligence. I will acknowledge your charm, but that's it. That's it. So I don't, and I'm the kind of person that I don't think about it. I don't think about sex. It doesn't cross my mind. Maybe I don't watch movies. For me, I'm very intentional about it. I don't watch movies, romance, I don't watch movies that will make me to start having butterflies all over and start to feel like, oh, I don't. I know they watch TV. Anyway, I know they watch TV. So it's very hard. And I'm very occupied with the things that I do outside of work. There are other things that I'm doing. So I don't have time to even process or think about these things, And by the time I'm done, usually when I'm done for the day, I'm wiped out. Like sleep, they come like back down. Once that time reach to sleep, bam, I don't sleep with that. Kumama says, chatting and doing some work. Good. Hi, Kemi. Welcome. Welcome. Kemi says, that's the difference between men and women. Men are moved by what they see, and for some, it's anything. Yeah, right? And not all men, I have to add, not all men. Not all men are like that. Yes, just like us, we all have, the people you see and you look at and say, man, that guy is fine, or that babe. The same thing. I mean, person wey fine. If person look good and pleasant to you, you go acknowledge am, right? After acknowledge, person dey alright, e fine. But not all men dey attracted. They attracted to you by what they see. They fit see you say, man, this girl set, this girl fine, but na there end. They no go pursue am, But majority of men, yes, they're attracted by what they see, So understanding the type of person you are as it is very important, so that go dey do demisexual when you no be demisexual. Because if you dey do that kind of thing, problem fit dey for you. Everybody no be the same. All of us here, we cannot be the same. People like different things for life. You understand? I no fit impose my own lifestyle on another person, because not be everybody go fit take or handle or be the kind of person when I be. E hard. You understand? It's very, I'm not saying there are people like me out there. There are many. In fact, There was somebody I found I found someone that actually talked about this as well on her TikTok, and I was like, wow. So there are people you begin to understand, man. There are people like me out there. You just never know because you sometimes you ask yourself questions like, but come, oh. Sometimes they cross your mind, but come, oh. How you did it, do am? But there are people like that are just okay being by themselves. Give them cup of tea or coffee and they're all right. Give them a bottle of palm wine and somebody like me, I like palm wine. Give me a bottle of palm wine and I'm cool. Do you understand? But not everybody is like that. There's some people who have to. There's no way. They have to. And again, I found out there are people who don't even think about sex at all. And they talk this now, some people go say, na lie, I beg. There are people like that. Everybody no be the same. The mistake we dey make as human beings be say we dey feel say everybody na the same because we're a certain way, so we feel like other people are just like us. No, they're not. So as a single person, it's very important for you to understand which side you did. Now they have definitions. I didn't know they had definitions for it. I just knew that I'm that girl. If I know they if waiting you they tell me, if you waiting not they make sense to me, no matter how fine, no matter how wealthy, quote and unquote, some people now money be their motivation. Money not they motivate me because I fit get my bag myself. You understand? I might not get it as fast as you are getting it, but I'm that person. I dey work hard for my dime. Okay. So to me, I be my own billionaire. You understand? So know the kind person when you be. So you no go run another person race. Understand that okay, I'm asexual. I don't accept. I'm a demi or whatever it is. I don't know. I didn't know that these words existed. I only found out too recently. You understand? I only found out recently. Let me see if I'm missing any comments out there. I don't. Siblings, I don't care about phone. I can go for years without. So you're already demisexual too, Celine, and still don't feel any empty. Exactly. There must be a strong attraction with a man before, bam, that's it. Demisexual. There must be a strong. Women are not like men. So men can't, right? I would say majority of men cannot. So that's why we see, they see a woman they're interested in and they just go for it. They're like, at least this one will warm my bed for now. That's why you find men in situations like that. But what will remove you so that men like that don't come and impose their own preferences on you is you knowing the kind of person you are sexually. It's very important. No, you understand? Because the man can come and if he come meet you, you be asexual or demisexual, you go dey look at this, they try to pull fast one, but that one go dey look and I say, I know where you're coming from. Hang am for there. I'm not interested. You understand? And yeah, so I beg go Kuma, let me tell them, may they like the video. Miss Top Notch, welcome. Welcome. And then let me see. Cynthia says, I had a friend who decided to become celibate in the course of her long-term relationship. Is that fair? Well, there are people who decide to, depending on their experience, right, Cynthia? Some people may have had traumatizing experiences in their relationships, or they've never been alone in their lives. They've always had partners, one back to back, back to back. You understand? And then when you do that, sometimes you don't really know what you want. So you find yourself just rolling with wind. You understand? And for some people like that, maybe they come to themselves and say, you know what, I need to know what's important to me. How many of you remember the video I played yesterday? It was yesterday, 2 days ago or so, about a man who said he abstained because he was dating someone actively, but he wanted to be sure. He wanted to know exactly what was going on between them, like because he wanted to propose to her and get married. So he said, you know what? So that we're sure that we're staying together for the right reasons, let's stop doing this. Let's stop Kerewa, right? And they went, he explained his struggles of, cutting it off. And his girlfriend was like, are you sure you want to do this? And then it got to a point where they didn't have anything to talk about. There was nothing that they had in common. And then months later, the girl comes to him and says, I'm sorry, I can't do this. We got to move on. Because what was holding our relationship at that time was the Kerewa. Because he said, man, he had been to all the clubs. He was that person, and everything. But the moment he cut that out, he got his focus back. He got his energy. He was so fired up for his life. He wanted better for himself. He gave himself to what he really wanted to do, and he started seeing results. You understand? So there are people like that who, after they have, depending on their experience, and say, hey, you know what? I just want to clear my head a lot of all of this. We're all adults here. Nobody is perfect, right? I'm sure that at some point in your life, you've had an experience where you felt like this cannot be it. I got to separate myself from all of these vices, if I may use that word. Maybe it's not a vice, but for now, for lack of better words, all of these vices, let me see what really makes me tick. Let me figure out, because sometimes Kerewa is, people have used Kerewa to tie each other down, because, they feel like, man, now the only girl if you give out to me like that with this. Now the only girl if you give out to me like that. I like it with this person. Do you understand? And they like it the person for the wrong reasons. They don't know saying that Kerewa alone, and they hold the thing together. So let's say now one partner, the thing not going to work like that again. Then the whole, partnership or marriage go just naturally, So let me read some comments. Once I've had an amazing pal. I repeat, Ajana. Oh my God, Ajana says, let me see. Oh my God. Yeah, we're all different. We are all different. Hi, Miss Top Notch. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Marriott. Hi. See, by the way, Mirabelle is well. I looked her up. She's doing great. Hey, Ojemwa. Welcome. Good to see you. Long, long time. You know. I know. Thank God for a daytime life, right? I'm looking for the comment that I don't know why it's not okay. I don't know what happened with that. For some reason I'm not getting to it. Once you had an amazing powerhouse vibrator, not dildo. I repeat, vibrator. All is well until Prince Charming arrives. Because see, know yourself. If that works for you, I know they advise anybody here. I bet Mona not come strangle me. I know they are. This na real life when we dey talk about. So do you know wetin work for you? If you know say you don't feel whole body, now you know as you want to. Me not fit talk for that one because I not be that kind of person. Me know who I be. You understand? I know say I not be the person. I feel do without. I know they will think am. I know they think am. That's a fact. I'm maybe close to asexual, to be honest. Can't they remember? No, they say what they do, they miss some. Now that kind of person I be. I know they miss some, I know they think they cross me. I'm one of those people. Sometimes people find it difficult to believe or accept, but there people like me, they're food everywhere. So find out. Some people don't even know if you hold themselves, they must have something. You understand? It's okay. Nobody's judging here. At the end of the day, if me find person when correct, when they torturing my head, they bust my brain, they match my dada for me. Forget to. I know they do life again now. Leave that thing. Once a week, now they see me. That's me. You understand? So every to each their own. Me no dey, I not come here come criticize everybody. I just want make everybody know who they be. Just know yourself. To your own self be true. Hey, Nato has landed. Yay, 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 yay. Eh? Our head girl. Cynthia say our head girl has arrived. Natu na head girl. Una respect Natu. eh? Eh? Oh my God, that is so funny. You took your nephew and niece to Monster. Natu is the auntie of the year. We need to crown her, give her that crown. Natu is my auntie. A senior auntie. Natu, I be Natu auntie. But Natu na my auntie. I no shame talk am. Hey, who no want 7K on their birthday? I don't want to leave me. Ay, ay, ay. Eh? Eh? Yeah, she's doing well. She's cool. So from Obiajulu say, Obiajulu, hey, welcome, Obiajulu, my darling, my love, my sister, my friend, my village sister. From my last experience, I have decided that I must test the waters. See it, hold it in my hand, stop. Oh my God. You guys are killing me. Oh my God. I like them natural man to woman, human being to human being. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. See, Celine. Now, human being to all those equipment, them. Not be me they make up for. If you say now me they for not safe. So, like I said, this is why I say everybody is different. Just know the one where you belong to so that there'll be no confusion. No go to say you be this thing, you sit down, you be calm, you want to compare yourself with somebody that does not care, does not send, is not interested. You go dey born, no. So know yourself because it will help you decide, you know, help you make your mind up and really be very active in your search. You understand? In your attention to men, I gotta be with someone because this is the kind of person I am, however way you look at it. And then I dey hold body, but alas, I won't know whether it dey work. Yeah, Obiajilu. No, we're not even talking about abstinence. This one not be even abstinence. Everybody know themselves. If you know say if you abstain, if you know say you're not fit, no, but I know they judge anybody. I beg. Everybody now adult. They go do what they want at the end of the day. You understand? But knowing the type of Kerewa, this thing you fall into is very important. It will give you peace of mind. A friend asked me if I don't feel anything. I said no. Yeah, exactly. I get asked that question a lot, right? People come, guys will come, maybe they're talking to me and they ask me questions and I'm like, They're like, what? Nah. There was this the maybe I say, which I don't know, you're not saying your papa. Why I want to flex with that? That will not be flex. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. There are people they're having great sessions in Kerewa. And if to say I get correct partner, I will be having great sessions. Don't get it twisted, man. Do you understand? So, me, I'm very honest with myself. So, I have a friend like that, and I swear you can't risk. Go be yourself with micro mini for life. God, I beg. And then, they have got my Bob. Oh, you understand? So there you go. Ojemo, see, I don't go use my hand again, touch my screen because I'm looking at the other screen. It looks horrible. Why am I even using my hand to scroll? I shouldn't even do that because it's making the video look very. Anyway, I digress. As backup anytime, please, what's my group? So, I mean, you're the type that like it. You like it. So, for you, Ojemwa, you will need to pay attention, and actively search for human being when you fit flow with. And e no need to be Nigerian, anybody at all when you fit flow with, so that you go there, you get human to human connection. Do you understand? That's my belief. However way you want. So they get now two groups me discuss now. The ones when they asexual and the ones when they demisexual, right? Asexual are people when they think about sex at all. They feel attraction to sex at all. And then demisexual are people when we say they attracted to sex if they meet person when they connect with, when they connected to. I fall into that category, tilting towards a sexual. That's me. You understand? So the ones where I like can just like can regular Kerewa, regular something. So and then my birthday is coming up, Auntie Natu. I'm one of your nieces. Hey, 6 years I was dating a guy, fine, chocolate daddy, 6'1". Cynthia, see the description. Well connected, full beard. I like bearded men too. My dad had a beard, and that picture of my head. I like bearded guys too. I don't like guys that keep a clean shave. I like them with beards. You can be bald but just have beards. That beard is a trip for me. And then the series, Smile, Lord, he was fine. Everything was gorgeous. Well, chemistry was there. Sparks was fine. Hey, you understand? I know George. I know George. You understand? Nobody perfect for this life. All of us, none of us perfect. We guilty. Okay, if I can say that. I mean, I'm sure there are people who have never, but hey, I'm just generalizing. So don't be offended though if you feel like, no, I don't fall into that category. I bet not verse. It's not like that. And then Adana says, Ojema, don't make them fire me today because of that. Which one be Bob? Oh my god. And then on the anticipated day, it was going down. Yeah, why did he pull out a micro P? Oh my god, seriously, Cynthia. Wow. But you know what they say? It's not the size, it's how they do it, it's how they work it. That's what I heard. I don't know, you know. So he may have been able to work magic, but I guess you would never know. And then Miriam says, a man I went on a date with told me he likes Kerewa multiple times a day. I was so upset it was over. I will feel commodified. Yeah, so if they tell you that, I mean, I met a guy who told me that too, and I know I said, my energy cannot, I don't know, my energy can't match up with that. Because if you're someone that has not been, Kerewali active for God knows for long, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know how you're going to match up like that, because you have to be eased in. You can't just be having it regular. Hey, Anyway, people like that should meet someone with the same energy, with the same Kerewa energy. They have to match. There has to be what's that they call them? They have to be connected. The energy must match each other so that no one feels left out. That's what I think, though. I don't know. I don't know. Now my truth, though, my Bob, he says so much a lot. Doesn't get much of my attention, but I upgrade Bob from time. Oh, Jay, you're killing me. Say they upgrade Bob from time to time. I beg, OJ. I beg, we need to find you better, correct human being. You don't need Bob in your life. Eh? You don't need Bob. I beg. Any single man in this time, I beg, come. We get beautiful women. Biko. Eh? Uh, so let me see. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Plus, I'm struggling. Let me go get my glasses, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Much better. Okie dokie. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. So, uh, 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 uh. All right. So Cynthia says, so height and big as analogy is lies. I mean, that's what I've heard that, it depends on how you use it. It's not the size that matters, but how you use it. I've heard that so many times. So I don't know if it's really, I don't think it's a yardstick, to be honest. If you ask me, I don't think that should be a yardstick. Because I don't know. I'm sure there are people who have the size but don't know what to do with it. What about that, right? So. Also, one has to know it responds to a she or he cause. Yeah, exactly. You have to know that one. That one are given. If you know the person when you they gravitate towards, you understand. Some people like the opposite. Some people like the same. The same. Hey, no judgment here. Just know your preference. Not be that way they talk about today, but I'm just throwing that in there. I know I have these conversations. Adana says, I know I have when I date. I always ask, please, what's your energy level? Yeah, me too. I asked that question because I definitely don't want it to exactly, and not every freaking minute or day. Thank you. Hello, yeah. I'm that I can't. So I'm gonna ask you. This is why you have to be frank when you're dating someone, you're meeting someone for a date. There's no look, we're all adults, and you're not a child anymore. You know what you're looking for, you know what you want. You should know what you want. You should, right? So when you're dating someone, you want to be asking the important questions. Don't let me say, I like your hair, I like all those superficial things. Yeah, you can admire each other, but be asking the right questions. Please be asking the right questions. Because those things are very important. Now that one be the cocoa. Because if person energy not match your own, you will be say you be Johnny just come. Another person dey level 100, right? That expectation when you get for you now, you go hang your leg for fan, tie one for door, tie the other one for the other door. Do you understand? Now go bring down your energy not go fit match am. So you need to ask, wetin be your energy level? When was your last Kerewa something? Do you understand? How you dey like am? Ask, no shame, because you're gonna be with this person anyway. Won't you want to know? I'm just saying, guys, you cannot be shy about these things. Life don't change, oh. You not be like before. Life has changed. If you are not asking, you are snoozing, you are losing. And then especially tall, muscular. Oh my God. That is the researcher. I be what's it called? He shared more like okay, Obia Julius. So make I go over the meaning again, right? So there's asexual. So let me start with demisexual because that's what I have up on my screen. And it says a demisexual is someone who experiencing sexual feelings and attraction only after developing a close emotional relationship and not on the basis of first impressions, physical characteristics. So it's only after you have developed that emotional connection that you start to Kerewa, you progress to Kerewa. And there are times where I have to add this. There are times where maybe when you're much younger, you're very attracted to someone because you don't know any better physically, right? And the sparks are just flying, crossing everything, they cross, they touch, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, you might happen to just connect on that day and something might happen. I'm not, yeah, hey, these things are real. They're out there. Okay. There are instances like that. But knowing the kind of Kerewa things you belong to, Oshe Pataki. I don't use the word when I'm not supposed to use. Now, I know say they will demonetize this video, but it's okay. We are learning together. Now, let me go to asexual. And then I'll play the TikTok video I found about this same, one of the girls I was talking about this same thing too. Asexuality or asexual is a lack of sexual attraction to others or low or absent interest in or desire for sexual activity. It may be considered a sexual orientation for the lack thereof. It may also be categorized more widely to include a broad spectrum of asexual sub-identities. So within that asexual, nuances dey. Nuances. Small nuances still dey inside. So, and then the ones where they like am, they just like am, they are just Kerewa people. Bring it on, man. Gotta do it. Bam, 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 So there are people like that. And let's see. Where you never talk rich, I know. I agree with you. To see it. And then Ojima, I rotate. One and not vessel. These comments they fly. Or maybe na me just the catch on. I rotate my bob too. I recently get the rose. I know Jonah they kill me for this comment section. Obiadun says the size join. No, let me know. Go join. Okay, all right. The size of a thumb does not count. Oh, come on, guys, be kind. Celine says over Kerewa is irritating. Yeah, so there are people who don't mind that over Kerewa because that's their energy level, so they match it. So if the person match on that, if the person are over Kerewa thing, and instead you meet person where you match the energy like that, it go good for them now. You understand? It go good. And then let me see. I just let him chop the something because what was I going to do with that? The river dried up. Cynthia, don't leave me. Don't leave. You people, oh, today. Who sent me message? Now me bring this topic, so I must take what I see. Mayor say the foreplay is what I care about. If you are not whining me and giving princess treatment, then we have a problem. Red we see. Red sea we never pass. Oh my god, oh. I dey laugh for here. Oh my god, tears dey comot for my eyes, seriously. Cynthia says, from then I need to check what uncle is working with. I don't want disappointment. Oh, Jima, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Cynthia, the short and skinny ones be packing. Marian says, I keep hearing about this rose. Okay. Let me see. Life will say, I don't judge people that use toys, but I have conditioned my mind not to like it. Yeah. Me too. I mean, I don't know, definitely no judgment here at all. To each their own, you know. Laddie, welcome, Laddie's Corner. Good to have you. Have you been to my live before? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to the Village Square meeting. We do this every week. So try to join us as much as we discuss all things concerning village people, village brothers and sisters. Sometimes we bring our community issues, we bring house cleaning issues, like who's supposed to clean the village square today? Who's supposed to make announcements for our village leaders today? that kind of thing. So we discuss all things here, but welcome. Thanks for joining us. And then Ladi says there used to be an advert way back in Nigeria. It goes, size no matter, now the power. Una dey hear? Ladi corner, na man no, he say size no matter, na the power. Exactly. I heard that too. They say na the way, na how it take work am, not be the size. Size can be deceptive. Na so I hear, I no know. And then OJ ma. OJ and Adana they compare. Oh my God, Cynthia says. That's you can incorporate it into your and then Ladi says career matters in marriage. Career compatibility is key to the exactly. Thank you very much, Ladi, for saying that. That's part of what I was talking about earlier. Find someone who matches your energy is very important. If you're gonna mismatch, you're gonna meet somebody who is on level 100 and you're on 0. It won't work. Oh, you people will be quarreling every day. You people will be irritating each other every day. But if that person's, if you are 100 and you find somebody who matches you at 100, you guys will enjoy each other because your energy they compatible for that bedroom department, you know. So these are things that you need to be aware of as a single person. Don't just go out there clueless. Know exactly what it is that you want. Don't assume that the other person is going to know. And you have to talk, ask questions, my people. Ask, no tire, no shame in it. Ask. You're not a child, so you gotta ask. If your desire is to have a partner in your life, you gotta ask. You have to ask. You know, it's not going to take anything. Worst case scenario, no work, but at least you ask. It will save you a lot of heartache, right? Thank you for that, Ladi. I really that comment was very, very important. Cynthia says Kerewa compatibility is very exactly. It is very, very important. You can't play with that one. Julie says, "Oh, you're demisexual. Then I have no connection, no spark. Hence, yeah, exactly." Echo, welcome, oh mama, welcome. I've been opening up about my struggles with career. Oh wow. That's, oh my goodness, not to. So sorry to hear that. Oh my world. Oh wow, not to. Man, hugs to you. Are you serious? Exactly. At least you talk to him, and this is the beauty, my people. What we they learn? No, see Natu now. Natu opened up. That's the power. When you open up and you share your fears, it's very important. It will make una bedroom life even more. It will improve and more. But if you are keeping secret and you're hiding, so you will not know. You will not know. I don't want you to think. Let him think what he wants to think, please, because you're gonna be with this person for as long as you guys decide to be together. But you might as well make it worth it, right? That's blessings to you, man. Wow. He pays attention. You have a good man. You have a good husband. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy to hear that. Ojeman says someone told me he must get down between multiple times daily. I ran away very fast. I like it, but not when it's needed like exactly, right? And let me see. Yeah, Natu, sorry, sis. Yeah, glad you have a supportive partner. I'm so happy to hear that. Brother Jude, don't land. The men are coming in. I'm going to share my link in a minute, guys, so you guys can come in and add your 2 cents. I don't want to be here too long because girls got stuff to do. I have chores to do. Maria says the biggest, longest, and smallest have been skinny men. You gotta see to believe it. Oh, okay. Only by grace. Welcome. Rose takes me to the cloud nine. Laddie's gonna, I've been on your life. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm sorry if I didn't pay attention then. Okay. I'm reaching from Nigeria and it's, oh wow. You're reaching us, you're watching us from Nigeria. Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. How is the atmosphere like in Nigeria with the whole election thing? I bet Mona take am easy. I bet we are watching you guys, we're praying, we're working from this end to make sure that everyone is all right. Hands joining hands will make it all better. Cynthia says, I see the ladies on this platform have been gatekeeping the roles, not fair. Oh my God. Serious gatekeeping. Obia Judy says, speaking of Kerewa, oh my yes, please, can you do a session about female circumcision and its effect on Kerewa? It's interesting. I actually came across a podcast where some ladies were talking about female circumcision, right? And some of them were saying that even with the circumcision, they're still able to, get to cloud nine. It just depends on how their partner responds to them. So we'll talk about it, Sha. Maybe I'll have to do some more research on it before I bring it here. Thanks for suggesting that, Obiajulo. Yeah. And what happens? Ojema says, what happens if after matching this energy, the energy diminishes later? What next? Well, those are things that nobody can ever plan for now. Sometimes you can start slow. You might be the slow one in the whole process. Then maybe you meet someone that matches your energy, and then you guys have a consistent, smooth reign, right? Then after, one will now, the libido will go like this. The other one will be struggling to come up. I think it happens. I think it's just like everything in life. You just have to find a way to manage it and talk about it. I'm assuming, I'm thinking, right? Only by God's grace says, okay, Natu, you're good now. I'm sure it was just like, hearing it for the first time. Only by God's grace says, beats the mediocre. The rose beats the mediocre Kerewa. Hey, see experts of rose in the house. So, hey, my God. You guys are killing me. Ademola says, anyone up for some quick Ademola, your comments are inappropriate. That's not what this conversation is about. So you have to respect people on here. The fact that we're talking about this doesn't mean you should now use it as an opportunity to bring in words that or say things that are unnecessary. I'm assuming you're a mature man and you should know better. Okay? I do not want to block anyone and I don't want to disrespect anyone. So if you're coming on this live, be respectful, please. We're all adults, okay? There's no need for these types of jokes, all right? If that's what you're looking for, you know where to get it. Don't come to my life to pull this. One more sideways comment from you, I go block you, okay? You should know better, dude. Your religion don't deceive us too much in this area of our life. For us to have a successful, we must discuss everything on the table. Bam! See, mama, mama don't give advice. You must discuss everything, everything. You understand? Everything. We must discuss everything. Nothing should be left. Of course, there'll be things that you probably don't remember, because there's no way you can download all the information in your head in one day. That one we know. But when you're meeting someone and you're looking to date, right? You want to come to the table clean. You want to make sure so you put all my cards there. Anybody wey no fit handle am, make everybody stay their corner. You know wetin you fit take. The other person go know wetin e fit take. You know wetin dey look for. You go know wetin. Una go discuss am. If na wetin e good for two of una, why not? But if the other person is going left, you are going right, how una wan take meet? So that's very good. Mario says, I have a friend who has a high Kerewa drive. She has the online date, but beside their before because they lie. Are you serious? So she has them send a picture of their right private to her to oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. No wonder. So, Marriott, it is friends like you that have encouraged some of these men to think it is okay to send someone their PP, because someone has sent me a PP like that. I was on my usual hikes. I think I've shared this story before. On one of my usual hikes, so I usually go on this trail, and I've seen this person maybe once or twice, and then this person, so we kind of found each other the same spot again. I said hi. He's like, oh, I see you here somewhere. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, exchange numbers and send me a message. Hey, how you doing? I said, how you doing? The next thing, guy sends a message, just got out of the shower. Next thing I see, boom, was like, I'm like, what the heck? Immediate blocking. I'm like, what kind of crap is that? Is that how these people get girls these days? I don't understand. Maybe but I'm old fashioned. What? I was shocked. So it is friends like you. See, women, it is your type, it is your friend, Marriott. People like your friends that are instigating these things. That's why the men think it is okay to be sending it ahead of time so that we will just know at once. Eh? Hey, Egbami. Okay, see, Cynthia, his works very well, but my demand is more high than his. Whenever I'm in Oh my God, Laddie, when I say fuel is scarce, money. I know, Laddie. It's so painful. Those videos I watched, man, my heart just breaks. I started this show this morning by speaking to our Nigerian people. All obedience. I don't know if you're an obedient or not, but I'm speaking to all obedience because the only solution we have is getting it right. We cannot afford any more bloodshed in that country. Too much has already gone. We gotta get it right, and good people are scarce. I know. Hey, everyone is just a tyrant in waiting. Is the way society is that has created that. There are still good people, but they are left with no choice. I'm so sorry, Ladio. We are here holding it strong for everyone. Oh. Mm. Cynthia says, you people are not nice. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys to fight that one. Nati says, I met a lady at a girl party that was circumcised, but her husband works it out and she's not. Exactly. So I've heard that. The podcast I was listening to, these girls were actually sharing their experiences. Most of them were circumcised, and they were sharing their experiences. Like I was like, oh wow. But this whole issue of second, anyway, let me not change the subject. We'll talk about it some other time so we can really go in depth. Benga, no, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist in any way. We're just having an adult conversation. So if you're not an adult, you might want to excuse the room. Okay, Benga, I'm not a Kerewa doctor. Cassava Junction. Um, Is this a girly channel? If you know what I mean. It's not a girly channel, Cassava Junction. This is a channel for everyone. It's actually a village meeting that we're having today where we're talking about everything that concerns us. So sometimes we talk about different things. We talk about from the election to what's going on to real life situations. And today we're talking about Kerewa issues. So it's not a girly. There are men in the comment section as well. So it's not girly. If you are actively dating man or you're married, you're an adult, right? So Kerewa should not be. Unless somebody explain what Kerewa means to you in case you don't know in the comment section. Because I don't I'm sure my channel is already demonetized as we speak because I've already used the word I shouldn't have. Jude says that requires a deliberate partner assistance to keep up with the tempo. Yeah, exactly. So you need to find someone who matches your energy so you are not starved. You don't feel like, oh, my partner is ignoring me. They are not giving me this one, that one. Match. And no more now understand say life they happen too. Also we they talk so it's all good though, but life happens. So in the event that life happens, what do you do? Eh, So that's another thing. I've already taken care of him, Jerry. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, people. I know they'll just come, they talk anyhow. And then you hear some horror stories, but yeah, no, I mean I haven't really these people were just sharing like they were talking about their circumcision and they're saying it really does not affect because then they are having it great. So I don't know. Life without to yeah, I know, right? I don't know. Some people are just immature. You ignore such people. All these non-regular men come up when this is the topic for discussion. I know, right? They show up when we're talking about stuff like this. I knew when I put that, when I had that title on, I knew people are going to think different, like, oh, what's the possibility? But I could care less because I think that sometimes we don't know it all. I don't, certainly don't. When I found this information, I thought it was interesting. And sometimes it's a struggle, it's an area of struggle for people because they don't know which area of Kerewa, why they are the way they are. Sometimes they question, sometimes for those, if you know what I mean, when they're in Nigeria, they'll say, oh, pray and fast, pray and fast. Maybe it's not about praying and fasting, or whatever. No, it's you understanding your drive, what kind of person you are. Is very important, you know. And then Celine says, how can a man say that? I know, disrespectful. This is what I'm talking about. Disrespectful, you know. But hey, the world is a mixed bag. What can I say? She does a video chat. She asks them to bring coke and sit beside it. Are you serious? She's the one that day she are you serious? She does video chat with them and tells them, hey, wow, now your friend, now instigates this thing. Now make you see her and now make I don't feel blame the men 100%. Now people like your friend now dem dey give the men the courage to just send picture of their PP to everybody because they just feel so that we can just move past that. This is the size. Are you impressed? You know, ah, man. Celine says those pictures will be used as blackmail when you no longer want the relationship. In fact, me, I don't understand all these people sending naked pictures of themselves. I don't get it. Then again, I'm old fashioned again. I remember the story. Yeah, I'm telling you. Apa, I say, what the heck? Immediate blocking. I block and the ancestors till forever. Like, are you kidding me? And if you see the guy, you think a normal person. You look like responsible person. You look like decent human being. Eh? See how looks can be deceptive? There go. Mhm. I like my own personal person. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, hey, if that's your thing. You understand? That's okay. That one, my sister. No, I know they everybody, I know they no judgment here at all. Um, she went from a strict head covering country to what we have now in her 40s. I think she feels discovered herself. Okay. Well, that too can be happening. Bamidele, welcome. How are you? How do people believe it is appropriate to get involved in Kerewa when they are not marriage expanding on last life? Yeah, I mean, there are people who, I mean, People, when people meet each other and they feel like they have a focus and they're going somewhere, let's not play dumb here. People do it before they marry. People want to check it out, not necessarily check it out. They just emotions. They're very attracted to each other. You know, I don't know. I'm not judging anyone. Hey, nobody only pass. You do it whether you wait till when you marry or you do it before you marry. Nobody pure. So, and I'm not encouraging anything. We're just having a straight up adult conversation here. Pick what you want out of it. Leave me out of it. Though I'm not a doctor, like somebody asked. I'm not a specialist. I'm just having an open conversation that I believe that we need to talk about because a lot of us don't know. I certainly don't know. So we're just discussing it. Um, yeah, so let me tell them to like. Oh, have you guys liked? Have you liked? Have you shared? Are you subscribed? All these people that are now coming, are you people subscribed to the channel? Una dey subscribed? Una don't share. This is not great information. No, now we dey talk about so. This is useful information because people date and don't ask questions, right? When it now comes to the Kerewa department, you see people say, it's share, like, subscribe. It's free. It's free to subscribe, you know. I don't want to put my hand against the screen. Oh, man. Man. Okay. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. I wanted to just do that. She's a hot woman. They are obedient men. No problem. Precious Osia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, uh, some people here don't have the same culture you have. Two, for those who believe sex before marriage, maybe the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yep, that's right. That's really putting it correct. That's right. You're right, Myriad. Hey, gracious greatness, welcome, welcome, my village person, welcome. We dig Gidigba. And a strange topic. Anyway, you're confused, maybe because you're late. Yes, you are late. You might want to catch this on replay to get the gist of it. So let me just quickly summarize for you and for those that are just joining. What we're talking about today is there are different types of people and people like different things, right? There are people so we're talking about career issues as it relates to your type of person. There are people that are asexual and there are people that are called demisexual, right? And we talked about what it meant. Asexual are those people that don't have any, let me go by it again. They lack any sexual attraction to others or low or absent interest or desire for sexual activity, right? While demisexual means, let me just give you the dictionary meaning and you can do this more research on your own. Demisexual, it means uh, um, someone experiencing sexual feelings and attraction only after developing a close emotional relationship and not on the basis of first impression physical characteristics. But those when they just like Kerewa, just like Kerewa. Okay? So there are those types of people. So which one you belong to, right? So if you're a single person, you need to understand that. So when you're communicating with the opposite sex, if you're a man and you're talking to a woman or you're a woman talking to a man, you know where you belong. So you go ask the right type of question. Maybe you not go, meet person. Meanwhile, you are at a 10 and the man is at 100, right? You see, there's no compatibility with regards to bedroom things in that regard. So you want to be able to have an open conversation about it, right? There are some people who are at 100, but they are willing to patiently wait and work, the other partner to the point where they are at the place where they are. Some people don't have that patience. So you choose, you make your choice, right? So that's kind of the summary of what we're talking about. And so, of course, everything else flows from it. Celine says, I think I belong to the local school of life. A lot of things I do not align with nowadays, and I'm okay. Yeah, me too. I mean, I am very old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. So I just gonna keep it that way. It's what works for me, it's what I'm comfortable with. And Mirabelle is good. She's chilling. Neka is good. Neka is probably busy. She's usually here. She's probably busy. BBMG as well. I know BBMG just started something, so she's probably busy as well. But I'm sure they're going to catch this on replay when they can. And we haven't seen Mirabelle. We haven't seen her comment in 2, 3. Yeah, I reached out to Mirabelle. She's doing okay. She's doing okay. Ladi says Kerewa before or after marriage is not the issue. Exactly. Thank you so much, Ladi. I'm really, really enjoying your contributions. Life is full of rules that life itself can't adhere to. Fantastic. Can you guys hear that? I'm going to pin that up so everyone can see it. If two people marry as virgins, that's a clean slate, right? But if one party is experienced and the game changes, bagam. Una not verse, so my hand over this camera. Una not verse. I have to pin this comment because I think everybody needs to see that. Thank you very much, Ladi. That's very well stated, right? Care before or after marriage is not the issue, not the issue at all, right? It's full of rules, right? Life is full of rules that life itself can't adhere to. Don't we all know that? I know that for a fact, right? So, yeah, if two people marry as virgins, that's a clean slate, right? But if one party is experienced, the game changes. Yep, you know. FYI, investigate for a living. All these trolls creating new accounts to type rubbish. Like I said earlier, I have time to do. Thank you, my host with the most, my sister from another mother. I appreciate you, Jerry. I see you tackling them in the comment section. Thank you. She's quick, man. Yeah, I love it. Yes. Go, girl. Gracious wish, gracious greatness says there's too much confused. There's too many confusing this and that. Session this day pandemic. Now what for all this new definition? I know me never know say definition day. That's the funny thing. But this is why we have to talk about it because a lot of people are dating, whether we like them or not, right? People do when they date now when they don't know all these things. Me don't know. Me self just discover these things. I don't know, right? So I just discovered these things. So when you're having a conversation in this modern era, you need to know yourself and know where you should be having a conversation from with regards to this Kerewa issue. So you just don't go there with your eyes blindfolded and your ears sealed. You don't know it they happen. You just say, oh, I just want to marry and have somebody. But meanwhile, the person is thinking something else, So in as much as there's so many terms out there, it's important for us to understand it. You might not, important for us to talk about it and have some type of understanding about it. We don't have to agree, you know what I mean? But it's very important, For those that are married, God bless you people. Happy for you guys. But some of us are still in the dating world. What do? You gotta know these things. And if you have children, you want to also read up and educate yourself, whether you like it or not. A lot of things are exposed to all manner of people. So if you don't know, you go there, go enter market, you go dating scene, go they talk. Meanwhile, you don't know Jack, they will take advantage. It's just important to have these conversations. Um, let's see. even if they marry as virgins, they have to discover that part of themselves, and they might not exactly. That happens. That happens. That can definitely happen. You know, Miriam says our culture doesn't encourage us to talk about sex. Exactly. So imagine all the mommies who haven't experienced it. Exactly. So there's that part too. You know, Gracious Greatness says life is full of complexities. However, I hope we can find simple solutions to some of the strange complexity we experience. Yeah, right? That's the point. Because if you have an understanding about it, it will simplify it for you. Because when you're having a conversation, you know where the other person is coming from. And the other person hopefully understands where you are coming from. Or if they don't know, you can educate them. That's why, you educate each other. Say, man, this is what's happening, So you go, no, it better me, you fit not understand at least, but may you know, may you get idea. Say, okay, this now why. Mhm. Cynthia says there are the ones sending sub stories to Pastor Shola. Thank you. Exactly. They are the ones. They'll be sending story. Meanwhile, these conversations and the amazing thing, these are young people too. These are young people that are married that are, reaching out to pastors for assistance. How many of us, I'm sure you guys probably saw this video of a woman who was caught with her pastor, say the pastor, they pray for her, make he get belle. Meanwhile, the pastor dey knack her steady, light candle, everything. When na ritual they do, I don't know. The woman was going there for top up. When the husband come the video tape am. How many of una see that video? It was not too long ago now. Some of these things you expose yourself unnecessarily when you don't have an understanding. This is why understanding is good. You might disagree, you might not agree with what is being said, but it's good for you to know so that you are informed. Because this life not normal again. If you stay in the dark, almost you say, oh, I don't want to know, make them know, you are losing. Because people, when they want make you remain in that position, and they plenty pass, so when they want take advantage, you can't be in this life and not know. Oh, okay. So I go send my link now. Mario, then the parties go through the Kerewa exploration together without ill feelings. Trust me, there will still be differences in certain preference. Yeah. And Pastor Kingsley was talking about oral sex yesterday and how sad it is that a lot of women never experience orgasm. But that's a reality in Nigeria, though. Because of the culture, culturally, right? Because culture suppressed the women. That's why you have women's circumcision. Why? To take away the woman's desire to want to have Kerewa. That's why there was circumcision for the women. Okay? So the men could have as many partners as they want, but not the woman. So that was another way that they clipped the woman not to experience some of these things. Yeah, it's not shocking. Now the society when we be now, so we be for Nigeria now. Absolutely, they are. You can tell they were just taught to please partners. Exactly. Please your man. Make your man happy. Do this. If he does not eat this soup, don't cook it. Oh, don't do this one. Oh, a husband house is a training. It's institution. It's learning. It's this. Is that must you marry a Nigerian man? Me, I don't have to marry a Nigerian man. I do not limit myself to a particular group of men. If you don't treat me well, if I do not feel good, I'm not feeling at peace with you, hasta la vista, baby. I don't send your papa. Do you understand? I don't have to be with a Nigerian man. There's so many men out there that desire to be with me. Why would I want to hold tight to somebody? People who don't give a damn about you, who don't care about your happiness, who don't care about your peace of mind. Why? Now, people when they sit down for corner, they wait for Nigerian men. Me, I no send you. Anyone when make me happy. If na Chinese man, trust me, I go dey speak Chinese tomorrow. If na Japanese man, I go start to dey speak Japanese. I go come here, come dey teach you na Japanese one time. That's just the fact. Um, Yeah, Miriam, you remember the video, right? Exactly. Ladi says we once talked about the negative aspect of culture. One of them is female circumcision. Yes. Why is this so? They believe the woman shouldn't enjoy Kerewa. Yes. So they cut something. Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of that circumcision. It was so that women don't enjoy it, so they stay. No matter what the man does to them, if you like, may crap all over them, they will stay. But we are not our grandmothers. We are not our mothers. We are not our great grandmothers. We are not. As much as I have traditional values, you're not going to crap on me. I'm sorry. Hey, I beg. It's not that serious. When you hear people, some Nigerian will say, oh, husband house, it's husband learning house. You have to do this, don't do this. Don't lift your leg like this. Don't lift your leg like that. Don't talk like this. Don't do this. I'm like, what's the purpose of the marriage now? Where is the enjoyment for me inside? Why should I now desire to be with a Nigerian man? Where is the enjoyment? There's none. Everything is all crafted towards pleasing the man. So where is my own enjoyment inside? Where is my gain? You do wrong, it's you. Maybe it's the way you talk to him. Maybe you should not have said this. Maybe this one. You born Pikin behave bad. Now your mama you resemble. It's never the too much. I can't, man. Soft life, oh. Abeg, I go where there's peace. I no fit shout. Since the information is everywhere, absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't inform yourself, guess what? You will not know any of these things. You won't. It's very important for you to know, my people. Don't be caught off guard. Don't be ignorant. Say, oh, I don't know. You didn't know. No, you don't need to understand it, but just know for your sake. You have children too. I said it before, a lot of African men are not good at Kerewa. Self-gratification is all they think about. Well, some of them are good. I have friends who are married to Nigerian men, African men, and they tell me, hey, they tell me they're pretty, so it depends. I just think the people who are loudest are the ones we hear about. Let me just put it that way. The people who are loudest are the ones we hear about. The ones who are really enjoying their marriage and having success at it, they make noise. They don't have time. They are busy enjoying their marriage. So they won't be on social media shouting up and down. So, and if you don't know how to do it, you can learn. The other thing is, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to understand your partner? Are you willing to understand what makes your partner happy? That's the other thing, because sometimes people don't know, right? There's that part where people don't know. The question is, are you willing to understand and hear what this person's needs are? That's the big thing, because some men don't want to hear, and Nigerian men, they don't want to hear. If you talk, they say, you don't spoil. How you take know one? How you take learn that one? They'll be suspecting you instead of saying, okay, oh, it's true, let me, they will turn it to suspicion. Maria says we are even afraid to touch or look down there because it is bad. A woman I recommended a menstrual cup to didn't want it because she doesn't want to touch it. Oh my God, that menstrual cup. I don't know. I've seen the advert. I don't know how it works. I'm like, cup. Well, I kind of get it though. Like it will catch everything. So I've never used it though. So Juden says, but no one does that. Girls are competing in Nigeria anymore. They still do, oh, Jude, brother Jude. They still they do am, oh. He still there, oh. He don't they go, but they still they do am well. Treasure Desire says, I am no more, it's me. I mean, you see, we understand now. You got to understand this thing. Because somebody like me, I've had, people ask me, how do you do it? Yes, you don't have anybody, you're not dating, don't you miss sex? Don't you? I'm like, what you are not doing, you don't miss. I don't think about it. I'm demisexual. I tilt towards asexual. That means I don't care for it. I don't watch TV, so I won't be caught watching an advert where people are doing Kerewa things. Even on YouTube, I go to the YouTubes I'm subscribed to. If I find something, I'm like, in this era, it's politics, all Nigerian politics for me. So everything on my page is politics. So there's nothing to, even if I know they even quick, they quick register for my mind. So this is what these people are doing. Even when I go to the stores and I see people maybe, playing with each other, I know they even quick think. I know, they quick register. So I will just look people, I will just look through them, like say, oh, okay, these people they were fondling with each other. It's after I've walked away, it registers. You understand? So I don't know. When you say some people will think you're just it's a lie. She must be, maybe she has a toy. Maybe I don't, I'm old fashioned. Toy. Kilo njebe. I'm Give me human being. Human being. That's it. Human. It has to be a human feeling. Human being. And I must be emotionally connected. I must be attracted to you before that side come. If you know, they forget. Sorry. Next. So Gracious Jesus says, no, it's happy spouse, happy house. Yeah, absolutely. Both ways. You have a happy husband, you have a happy house. You have a happy wife, you have a happy house. So it's not just happy wife. Because some people will say, oh, when you have a happy wife, no, you have to be happy. If two people are not happy, the house will not be happy. When you're not happy, it brings out the energy in the house. So when the man is not happy, you better find, babe, have fun now. Why you dey do like this? Wetin make you do? Okay, man, make egusi for you. May I cook jollof rice? Wetin you want? You understand? Happy, whatever, right? So peace of mind all day, every day, 365 days. Desire. I'm telling you. Mm, I'm telling you. Mm. One of the highest continent and therefore the world, still they still do. Yeah, absolutely. They hear some cases. I told you I was listening to a podcast where girls that were talking about recent people that were just being circumcised, recent women. So yeah, babies. Yeah. So they still do it too. It's just not as rampant anymore, but they still do. Yeah, they still do. They still they do them. um let's see. Cynthia says, oh, the sexual shaming starts from childhood in girls, especially. I remember when I was little, my auntie's mom would say, sit properly and close your legs. Yeah, I used to get a lot growing up. Yeah, close your legs. Don't, yeah, sit properly. When you're wearing a skirt, they'll tell you sit a certain way. I remember. I remember. Mm. Ladis Corner says, old school Kerewa is Papa. Papa on top, mama below. These days, you explore everywhere. Communicate your feelings, how and where you want, how hot or cold you want. Absolutely. Yep, you communicate. Yep, 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 yep. How do you want it? You want me to touch your back? You want me to touch your front? You want me to touch your head? You want me to hang your leg on the fan? Do you want it? You want me to tie the hand to the door? You communicate. Oh my God, this is crazy. No, you're right, Ladi. Absolutely. Papa, mama style. Let me that one. Yeah. Mary says life in Nigeria is no 20 in Africa. So it is not as bad as I thought. We still do it, but not the worst offender. Yes, that's true. It's still happening. That much I know. You can be free as a girl. Everything is shame, shame. Yep, absolutely. Ego won't let African men to be great. That's their biggest. If African men, let's for me, Nigerian men, because I can't speak for all African men. I always say that I can't. The house, you go first sweep your house clean before you look another person. Before you call another person house dirty, you must make sure your own house is clean. So for me, my focus is always Nigerian men because they're my brothers, they're my uncles, they're my fathers, they're my friends, they're my colleagues, whatever. So I must start there. If they can check this ego, oh my God, if they can put their ego in check, oh, mm, mm, mm. I've seen Nigerian men though that have their ego in check, that understand these things. Oh my God, they're a different breed entirely. They are a complete different breed. Yeah, if they more of them can do that, the world will be their oyster. Be how they talk am, all the English speakers in the house. They will be women will be eating, women will be kissing the ground they walk on. But no, ego, power. So Julian says, Marriott, oh, that's so cruel and primitive. If some people are still involved, I wish we all should push to abolish. They still they do it for corner, no matter how much you put. Hmm. Yeah, me too. I saw it. I was like, I can. Come. But I mean, I see it works for some people that are using it. I know a few people who use it and it works for them. They said they actually prefer it because it takes everything. They say it's for people with heavy flow, but I don't know. But anyway, see love, welcome. Oh. Says please look down. Oh, it's good to know one's anatomy. Gracious user say I feel for the old man. If na say them they do FGM for woman, I empathize with you now, but we go reconcile all this division every day. We dey fight gbasgbos up and down in the name of fight for gender. I don't not be gender fight. Oh, there's no fight going on here. Oh, gracious greatness. Now understanding. Oh, for me, it's all about understanding. There's no fight here. So when I talk about my brothers, my Nigerian men, my Nigerian brothers, it's from a place of love and care, because I want them to be better and I want them to be great. Okay, let me give you guys an example. You see a Nigerian man that's very full of ego and all of that, right? He wants to be in charge all the time, wants to be in control. There's nothing wrong in wanting to be in control to a certain extent, right? But not to suppress the other person. But you see the same ego-filled Nigerian man dating a non-Nigerian. Their attitude and the way they handle that woman is completely different from the way they treat a Nigerian woman. If they could treat a Nigerian woman half as much as well as they treat the non-Nigerian, it would be fantastic. There are some Nigerian men that understand that they treat their wives well. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of Nigerian men that are doing this flex, ego. And I give you a typical example. I have a relative. He was dating Nigerian girls. They give their attention. They take them serious. They do them anyhow. He can't end up with palm colored person for here, right? The same man, I remember where that time. Woman is supposed to be in the kitchen. How can I be in the kitchen cooking? If a woman, why will I marry a woman? There was a time he even fought with his friend, one of his friends, that how can a man be in the kitchen when he has a wife? Is the wife that's supposed to be doing this, take care of the children, When he reached in turn, my people, na palm color they marry. Now this my relative, they cook for kitchen. The woman wey marry no even sabi cooking food. The woman no even try to learn how to cook am. Na him dey cook all the food. If you no cook, you no dey chop. He go cook all the food, the soup, everything. Na him dey cook am. Children, he go bath them. He go wake up, he go bath the children. He go carry them go school. Wetin this man dey talk say he no go ever fit do with Nigerian woman. He see another woman from another race. He carry am like this. Omo, it is real. Anyway, Cassava Junction say you sound Cassava Junction. So all this conversation when I dey talk, so all you could come out of it is that your mother and your sisters are traumatized by past relationships with men. That is your takeaway from this conversation. They're supposed to open your head and open your mind. The only thing you saw is that your mother and your sister and your descendants are traumatized by past relationship. Wow. When people understand is small, na so it dey be. Na there your sense reach. I'm sorry for you. They play. Hey. Celine says some of our African men find flirting embarrassing. Yep, some. Hey, T-Love. Especially in the African culture, Kerewa is not discussed, especially in terms of sexuality. Yeah, this is why people need to talk about it. You know? Yeah, they do. They do. We do. Oh yeah, let me share my link. Oh my God, I know Mama Ho had asked me for the link. Oh, hey Mama Ho, not verse. So let me share my link. I've just shared the link. Let's see. Big Bay, welcome. Oh, my village sister, welcome. Remember when growing up, the only Kerewa education had, if boy taught you, I heard that one growing up. Oh, my mother used to, my grandmother, my mother, that's what they used to tell us. If boy taught you like this, if you carry belle come this house, if you carry belle come this house, then my God, I used to run from men, from boys. And it's strange because I had guys that were friends, that were close friends to me. I had classmates that were boys that were my best friends. They used to look out for me, man. They used to they call they tell me, say, get this guy will like you for class. But we tell us, me not try. Funny enough. But then my parents used to they will tell all the girls that time, don't, if boy touch you like this, you'll carry belle. If he touch you like this, I used to run until I realized oh my god, evolved Nigerians are the best. Marriott, if you see most the ones that I don't meet there, oh my god. Mama, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry for the delay. I was walking through the comments because I wanted to get the feedback from people so that way, we go day one.
So let me deceive you like me. When they say they touch you, you go get belle.
They check my grandmama, especially if you come, we go say, oh, where are robots? So wamweke ofo wamweke na
No, they not quick let me even know say na touch. They just tell me say I go get belle. So I got this one to get belle, now to carry knife, cut somebody else belle, put for your own. So when I come think say I go cut somebody belle, put for my, I go come keep person, I go come give a cry. I cry. My sister no go tell me wetin me. So one day my father come visit me. He made me cry. Where did they make you cry? I said, Auntie, say I go get belle. Now my papa say, okay, how? What do you understand by get belle? I said, Papa, for me to get belle, I go carry knife, cut somebody belle, gun man for my own. I don't get belle. The person go come die. So now I say I don't keep person with that. I go. Hey. My father now find out that I don't even know what I'm talking. And I say, my pikin, you don't go keep person. So therefore, you don't go get belle.
Exactly.
They don't still tell me, oh, when I come enter secondary school, wahala come become trouble. Now that I come dey hear if you touch, I come this so touch now to hold hand. So any person, any boy when he touch me now, principal office straight. I go report them. Waiting, Hannah, what is it? I said, sir, Charles want to give me belle. He said, what do you mean? He touched me. He held my hand in the class. Hey, oh, you're going to call him. They go call the student. Make sure you don't touch her. Still, they not tell me. I can't do mumu for all this year until I enter Form 3. They do biology.
Then you can't understand that.
My biology got me.
Hey.
Hey. Now, wow, our parents said they don't do well. No? Coming from the old school, one way or the other is okay, but then at the other hand, it makes some of our people to get pregnant unnecessarily, because if they've taken time to educate us, maybe a lot of us wouldn't have gotten that pregnancy, those early pregnancy, that, and those days still even better now. If you get belle, you go marry the person.
Exactly, they go force you to marry him. Yes. You know, they'll say you don't marry, so they'll carry you go to the man's house.
must marry you.
Now do traditional, they go marry.
I'm telling you, but this day, I don't go open us. And those days, before you go marry, family go do investigation. They go make am well. But this
exactly.
Day, we can't decide to say no. That one that they do is not good. Make we they choose for ourselves. We can't begin to do boyfriend, girlfriend. And now we are going back to that thing our parents did, though, where they have to introduce somebody to you to marry. That's where we are heading to. Because the boyfriend and girlfriend, when we can't enter, it don't become
another thing.
It don't
go. I can put my for this one.
May come begin a sample. They come begin to put you for register of how many. So when they come to you, they come to you with the mind of marrying you. No, they want to add you to the register of the people in the sample.
They'll come give you number for their phone.
So when you meet
number 1, number 2,
now which number of your register you want put?
I would do all those ones.
Oh my God, brother Jude, welcome.
Yeah, how na do? I bet make not they blame our parents, so they did those.
No, our parents did well. I must tell you
because I remember where I grew up, right? In Delta State, Agbo, particularly, where I grew up. When I was I would say almost half of my classmates in secondary school, both primary and secondary school, got pregnant because of one, lack of sex education. Despite what the parents were, because most of these parents are uneducated. So the little information they had, that was what they were using in passing their own sex education as it is. So when they say if a man touch you, and you're pregnant, that does not, they are not literally meaning that. They are not able to really explain it. For fear that they don't want to expose children to such to sex talk. Okay, not that it's just an ordinary touch. And many children at that time now, took it to be ordinary touch. Like the example you gave, which is so funny. They are doing all those things just to keep children focused. Keep children focused. And in those days, when the moment somebody get pregnant, na free ya will be that. Carry and go for the man. Who pregnant you? They will carry and say, okay, take this order for market don't arrive. Take. That is it. The man don't become in some instances, the parents of the boy is still under the parents' roof. He's secondary school secondary school student. The parents go carry pikin put for house. Sometimes some parents will be arguing, say not be their son, not be their pikin. Trouble. Okay, so I've seen this drama so over and over again. But for me, in my own case at that time, my parents didn't even do much to us because I was focused on my education. I was focused in things of God, so I didn't even have time. All these things that young boys did, girlfriend. I didn't even partake in all of those things. Maybe that's why. And now probably, I'm just beginning to grow into that kind of situation. You know, so it was good. It was good at least.
No, but then
No,
we are
but the
now
point
having a
is this.
serious matter for our hand.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
those education when they not give us.
Yes.
Internet come they give our children now.
Exactly.
And we not even come make the wrong choice to marry in the first place.
That's
So
what happened to a lot of
educate
people.
our children now become problem.
Yes.
And because we are not doing it, internet and peer pressure is not
Are helping parents to do it, and they're getting the wrong
information.
Exactly.
The wrong information.
And not only that, it's resulting to a lot of people being taken advantage of.
Exactly.
Because people don't know what it is.
Exactly.
This mentality when they tell you say you must marry for certain age.
Exactly.
It don't cause wahala too much, oh.
Like
me as a person, now when I look back, I dey go on my knees say, Papa God, thank you for waiting, for not letting me marry any of those men when jagolo for my front. Because if to say I married them, I wouldn't have discovered my mission on earth. So what you are hearing me do today, I wouldn't have. I for focus on husband pleasing and bunny picking and beginning to raise them. Then when I read Papa God's face, he go say, "When I say you go earth, not me." So we should begin to teach ourselves and our children, discover your purpose first. So that when you go come meet the opposite man or woman when you want marry, you go find out whether it fit into your purpose. Because if it fit into your purpose, now beginning of unfulfillment of destiny.
Yeah, but they're not going here now. It's everything these days is all about money. That's all about.
No, they will hear. This is why we're having this conversation.
Money is not the main thing, no.
No, I'm just saying that these days they wouldn't listen because
they would listen, brother.
To the modern kids today, everything is all about making it. It's all about making it.
She's saying something very important. Please let's let her finish, please.
If we don't change this thing, kasala, you don't see kasala for our home.
Exactly.
Now the kasala when we start from home, now we carry into presidency, so
and governors and senators.
Now we carry into governor. Now we carry into senator. So if we want to repair the bigger trouble when we did, it must start from home.
Of course, the home. What's the foundation?
Please, marriage good, oh, but if you've not discovered your purpose, no enter marriage, oh. See, are they happy now? Never married. It not make anything. Before when I carry mama, every prayer point now, mama, marriage. Papa God just look me say foolish girl, foolish pikin. If I give you all this men, you not gonna know who you be. So he made sure he frustrates them. He comes with me. I want marry Nigeria and I want marry her from home. My own simple prayer be say, Papa, I go put everything when they put to make and work. But you see, you know their heart well, oh. As you sabi their heart. If their purpose of loving me in quote, now to enter America, get paper, come begin to lie against my head. Papa, as they go embassy, not give them visa. The first one go embassy 2 times, he not get visa. I laugh. Once it happened the second time, I close the chapter. The other one come. The first one at 10 years of my life, you waste 10. The second one come. Me too want to you. He got the embassy first time. Now my money they spend foolish me. He go.
Please, can you all mute your microphone since Mama Echo is talking? There's echo. I'm getting comments.
The second one, he go. They not give her. As soon as he do the 2, I'm not saying not be her. Then the third one come. As he go, they not give her. Now call us. I tell you one secret. I never tell the rest people this, but I won't tell you. Do you love me? I bet you won't use me enter America because you're not going to ever get visa through me. He said, make him go think about You see, they think about that today. So listen, if you are a woman like me, men are not looking for liability anymore. They are looking for a woman of substance. A woman when go bring something to the table. But then, when God come make you that woman of substance, my daughters, humble yourself. If you want to marry African man, humility is the order of the day. It not make you to be mumu at all. Look at how your papa, your mama respect your mother. If you give African man respect, then you go press their mumu button, they go they run attack scatter for you. But if you want to tell them, say, I have PhD, I be doctor, and you be driver. Not go marry African man, no, go marry Oyibo. But if you want to really marry African man, there are stories my father told us when we were small, in his own way of telling us not to misbehave. And my mama, in my own mother's way, go say, the food when you go chop, when you go belly full, they're not the rocha. You don't understand. So during Christmas, when she they cook, now village I grow up, as they cook, you know, say those days, they cook rice every time. We pour well. So then at that special Christmas rice, we always they wait for. When my mama they cook, go say, we'll come with our mama, give us, go give us chop. Then when you come serve the real food, finish, when you don't cook, finish, we will come eat. Small time we don't belly full. Now that time my mama will come tell us story. He'll say, you see, as this Christmas rice, he say yes. The time when they ask me, I give you, he say yes. You chop and you say yes. Now when I cook and well finish, you feel chop, I say no. He said, now so mama that be. So all of them, when they run up and down, they sleep around. When you marry, that's how you go come be. But if only you can keep yourself, respect yourself, the real man go come knock at your door. That my mama well telling us so. Therefore, my papa, he go say, go carry notebook, or we go carry. He say, your life be like this notebook. I will say that papa, they never write anything put. It's okay. Every day when somebody pass you, they write you down. Anything I know about you, they write you. So every person, they write you for different page. He said, when they won't come marry you, they go meet those people when they write you down. It depends on what they write about you. If they write better thing about you, then they go make the man come even ask you, say, I love you. Then you go come ask me, say, I won't marry you. But if na bad character and they write about you, once they read the page for like go from there, you turn, you go waka. And not true.
Okay, so Mama Echo, may I come in here? You don't make very, very strong points. And I appreciate them, and they're honest. Now, you know, say, for where they come from, right? The emphasis is always for the woman to come correct. The emphasis is never on the man to come correct, which that in itself is dysfunctional.
Exactly.
Because if you as a man, and let me say for free here, and I think I can speak for all 39 of us watching right now, there is no woman that would not want to be cooperative with her husband, would not want to submit herself as to her husband. If the man has the leadership skills, most times some of these men lack it. They
because
come
they
through
were
the
not
door.
raised.
Exactly. So I want to make one right. So I want to make one point quickly, Mama Echo. So when you have a man coming at you, like you gave examples of some of these men that came towards you, and you ask them, do you want me for paper or do you want? Some of these people, they come through the door with that entitlement and demand,
Entitlement mentality.
ego, this one. But they forget, say, if you are a leader naturally, you don't need to tell the woman submit.
Exactly.
It is a natural, organic thing. But they don't understand that. Even that woman that is a professor, that woman that is a CEO, she wants a man that will say jump and she will say how high. But the problem is most Nigerian men don't know how to freaking lead because of the lack of training, and they refuse to develop themselves. Exactly. Because Yoruba say, when you teach pikin, right, he go come reteach himself so that he go know better. So this is where the problem lies. I'm telling you for free, right? So most times they're always quick to say, oh, you are a woman, you should submit to me. The Bible says submit for those that are Christians. And not everybody is a Christian, not everybody is a Muslim.
Yes, the Bible says submit, but the Bible says love your wife.
Thank you.
As Christ loved the church and gave his life for the church. But the question you are looking for submission. They bring love. You want the woman to love you and also give you submission. You'll be waiting. You'll be drum. You'll be drum. See, it is vice versa, my dears. If you give a woman, just like somebody said, if you give a woman peace, it go give you comfortable home. And if you give them pieces, be ready for the trouble. Men, it is what you give to a woman that they reproduce, they give you. Anything you give woman, now woman go reproduce, put for your hand. No matter whether you reach or not reach, a woman is ready to work with you to become the of you. But the question is, are you ready to be your own best as a man? Do you even know yourself as a man? Do you know yourself? I've been at a job carry bunala for front. And una men, one thing una know say when the brain when they're under they walk, this one go shut up.
Mama Echo, wait, I want to respond to this cassava junction because I noticed that it's been getting personal. Okay, cassava junction. So you are the exact example of the kind of man we're referring to here. So we are going to use you as an example. You said, Omoye, you need to change the pool of men you are picking from. First and foremost, this is not personal. You don't even know what's going on in my life, so you can't even speak to it. You're just a bot on the YouTube channel. Okay? Now, I'm going to block you after this. Now, after that, you say, if you say they don't know how to lead, saying most Nigerian men is a sweeping statement. That's your headache. This is exactly why we have the catastrophe we have in Nigeria today, because of men like you who think like this. First and foremost, we're having an open and honest conversation about things that are important, but you want to make it a personal issue. I'm not here to drag and banter words.
My daughter, leave her. He go hear truth. And the truth when he go hear.
Let me
leave her, make it a mumu they go. One thing go when he go learn by force.
Let me allow Brother Jude come in here. Mama Echo, thank you very much.
Well, let's
Brother Jude,
sister, just leave those side talk. Just leave that guy. Leave him. You know, even he's showing himself. Cassava Junction. I think the name speaks for itself.
Exactly.
The name speaks for itself. Madam Mitchell, you see, well, I don't quite agree with you when you said or women will give you, or every woman will give you whatever you give them, or put out whatever you give them, because there are so many things going, there are so many relationships today that have crashed, not because of the man not being in leader, not the man not doing what he's supposed to do. Remember, all of these people, both the man and the woman, came from certain homes. Okay, so the home, the background of the wherever everybody comes from, goes a long way in shaping the individual.
You are very correct.
Even in the marriage, as they grow and get married. Okay, there are some women that no matter what you do as a man, even if you like bend down and worship her, she will still not bring that kind of life that will exude, sweetness, happiness. The environment will still be very toxic, no matter what you do. Okay.
You are right, sir.
And so sometimes when I say things, I say some from experience, both from personal experience and from people that I have seen. Okay. The same applies to some men too. Okay. There are some men, fine. They don't, that leadership, they lack it. Okay. They lack it both in the way they talk, in the way they respond to situations around them,
I agree 100%.
It's not everywhere. It's not every man. It's not every woman.
But the
it's
question
just
is
not every woman. And where, by virtue of my, for instance, now, by virtue of the kind of profession that I've been into, I have interacted with, in fact, up until a few months ago, I have been interacting with women almost on a daily basis, sometimes even 16, 17 hours every day. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about.
What we should ask ourselves is this.
Okay, I attended school that out of 32 or 30 students in a class, only 3 boys or 3 people are men, or 3 or 4 people are men. The rest are women. I see everything that goes on in the class, and then in the same, I'm in a profession that in almost every place you go, every unit, every hospital, everywhere you're working, you are still dealing with the women folks, and you see the way they behave, you see the way they backstab, you see the way they can step on even their fellow women, step on them to get along. I see all these things, all these experiences, and these people they carry this attitude even in their marital life. No matter what you do, you just can't please them. It's just their life. Not all of them, most some of them.
The question is this: okay? How did we get here?
It's family, the destruction of the family structure.
It starts from home.
From where?
That is why in my initial
internet and technology is further helping to destroy the family or the children these days, because there's so many things people learning.
From beginning, home, everything is back home.
And
now we have a bigger trouble in our hand.
Yeah.
And we have to go back to our genesis. And what is our genesis? In the olden days, it is village that raise a child.
Exactly, but now it's just parents, just very secluded, Nobody.
And we have to go back. We just have to go back.
Yeah, but it's not easy.
When it comes to this Western world, there is one thing I will never support.
Okay, so let me Mama Eto finish that thought, then I'll come to Bamidele.
There is one thing I will never support in this Western world, and that is coming with a culture that is rich and reaching here, instead of collecting the good aspect of this culture plus the good one of our culture and live a productive life. You now enter into this culture as a woman
and trash everything about our culture.
And what you pick is women liberation in title.
Exactly.
Where you are working with your husband and you are just patiently waiting for a day. He will cross the line, as you call it.
And then
call the cops and send him on the streets.
Women
You
liberation,
forget say
equality.
you forget say you born man pikin.
Okay, so Mama
Yeah,
Echo,
let me round up that. You
okay.
forget say you born man pikin, and the man pikin go marry woman. How will you feel if that your man pikin marry woman tomorrow, and you don't come old? Your man pikin they come send her into street. Let us rethink. Neither did I also support men that carry the barbaric nature of beating a woman in Africa. You can't carry enter here, you can't turn your woman to punching bag. If fight they hungry you, look for your fellow man, or yeah, dig it out. But digging it out with your woman in the house is a no.
Okay, thank you very much, Mama Echo. Bamidele, thank you for being so patient. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, so let's hear your take on this matter. We can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
So I have a lot to say in terms of this whole Kerewa, and I could have like believe what you said, like in terms of this whole like marriage thing. You don't really have, even for me personally, um, like my parents are, sort of like pressuring me to only marry a Nigerian girl or a Nigerian woman, and I don't agree with that. Just because you're from the same culture, from the same tribe, doesn't mean that you can't be compatible with other women. Um, I believe everybody's different. So, and I believe, everybody, you want to find what works for you. Um, um, because even with me, personally, I can pretty much tell you that, I seem to be an abnormal person in a good sense because, um, let's say, for example, I'm in my late 30s. I'm finishing up my doctorate in business administration. I'm working full time. I work for two businesses on the side, but the only thing that that is sort of like lacking is that my parents are pressuring pressuring me in particularly to settle down. And and just because at a certain age, if you have not settled down, there's something wrong with you. But I don't really think that something's wrong with me because you know I date a couple of women and I just don't feel that they're of good quality for me just because of the way I live my life. So I believe this whole so now it works both ways. If a woman is not bringing something to the table, if the man is not bringing something to the table, then it's not going to work. It goes both ways. It can't just be the woman. It just can't not be the man. It has to go both ways. You know. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it because most of the relationships that I've been involving in is just all one sided. I'm the one that's contributing. I'm the one that's talking, but it's just like the other woman is not. They're not bringing anything. They're not bringing any substance to the table. So I said and it seems like they don't seem interested. So I just said I don't want to waste my time and energy being in a relationship where I'm doing all the work, all the talking, but there's no like energy that they're bringing back to me. So it's just like, why should I waste my time and energy, with with a woman that doesn't want to, that doesn't want to participate in a relationship. So yeah, so I said that's just like a waste of time. Yeah.
Right. I mean, so and thanks for saying that because it really does work both ways. That's the thing is we shouldn't just the tendency from where we're coming from, especially Nigeria, is it's always one-sided. This is the problem we have. The women are always they always demand higher from the women than they do the men, which we need to balance out. It takes two people to make a relationship work, to your point. If the other person is not willing to put in the work so that both of you can grow something together. It's like you're putting water in baskets. You're not going to go anywhere, right? Even with regards to Kerewa, you got to find who matches your energy. You know, most times some people they're already at 100 and they're looking for someone who's at 0 or 10. You know, like some of our Nigerian brothers, they want to marry virgins, but they're already at 100. You know, so there has to be a balance. You know, and in life, you cannot, if you don't bend, you break. That's what happens. If we don't start listening to one another and understanding and communicating our needs effectively, circles are going to be repeated, because we have a generation now that most of them now are scared to be married. I listen to a lot of young people, they say when they hear their parents talking or they hear aunties talking, oh, you know, as you're getting to marry now, you can't do this in your husband's house, you can't do this, you cannot do this, you have to make sure he's this, you have to make sure the husband house is an institution, is this, is scaring them. They don't know that these things are scaring these people, you know. And some of them are even now considering, what's the point, what's the joy in marriage? Is that what we want as a society? I bet that's not what we want. We want to make sure that we're having healthy conversations on both ends of the eye. You know, the man should understand, look, you don't force you expecting your woman to be submissive to you is not something you force. You should have already been on that position. So when you meet a woman, it's organic. These things come. You don't even need to ask. And any man that understands what it means to lead, is easy for the woman to submit. Now, the problem comes where sometimes the men want to choose the one way past them. Now there's a thing of picking. How are you picking your women, or what type of women are you going after? You know, some men know that some women are bad for them. You know that this woman does not fit into the narrative you're trying to create. She's not accepting of it, but yet you want to force her into it and then turn around and say she's not submissive. How does that work? You understand what I'm saying? So both parties on both sides need to check. This is why we're having this conversation. You know, understand where you're coming from. The other person understands where they're coming from. You sit down and communicate. There's no shame in it. We need to remove this stigma where women cannot say this. If you say this, they'll say you are too spoiled. You are too this. You are too tear. You are too this one. No, it's important, because if you are not getting a satisfaction, you will complain. So is it not better for you to have the conversation, open, so that everybody go know, okay, this is the kind of setup I want, and move with it.
And I think I want to say, start a relationship from friendship, no sex.
Thank you. There's
if
also
you can
that.
lay the foundation from friendship, where you can be open to each other like this.
Can you mute your mics, please? Bamidele, please, for a minute. Yeah. Go ahead.
You can only be open to each other if the foundation is from friendship. But once you start it with sex, you're not going to begin to lie to each other.
Exactly.
And you won't be able to be open to each other anymore. Especially when the initial thought, now marriage. Enter into a relationship with a mindset of marriage. Enter with friendship and define yourself. From there, you'll be able to know whether this person is compatible with me or not. Because from your honest conversation with each other, you will be able to know. And those when they come from church, when they are bad, hey, Auntie Oma, you make I let you laugh. They introduce me to one bro. They introduce me to bro. Anytime when they talk for phone, because they speak in tongue. Hey, as I don't die. This is Efadile. Cancel it. How you gonna talk to me? You they speak in tongue. When we marry na tongue, we go want to do the do. So make we not dey deceive ourselves. God himself and make it easy for us. But you see this deception when we put for our heart to enter into anything. I don't want to lose this girl. Oh. If I tell her that my pini no they do well, he not feel like me. Oh, you go lie. Then you ain't gonna get back character when they smell like smoke. Hey, I don't want to make this man not say I not sabi the cook or I don't know how to engage in conversation. No. And you know one leg. You see, all of us, including me, I am still learning. Whatever you want your home to be, go and read books. Go and read books. We have to unlearn a lot of things when we don't learn for this our score head. Because we take and enter the car marriage when they look for, we will never enjoy it. And Papa God not make marriage for endurance. No! He created it for enjoyment. Are you going to have ups and downs? Of course. Any of you if you don't get happiness for yourself as a single man or woman, you can never get happiness in marriage. Marriage is not designed to give you happiness when you never get for yourself. So if you be sadist, you can't enter marriage say with your sadness, you can't enter marriage say when I enter I go come happy. Now pure lie. Deal with your sadness and make yourself happy before you go enter person begin life. We have to talk of this thing no more. In fact, this is part 1. We just have to talk of it. Because this
so the focus today,
my children become gaga, haywire for what did they do today because they don't even get any mentor.
Yeah.
So we have to change this narrative. You see, we know what we want. And we also have the ability to learn and unlearn, to fit into what we want. But any man or woman when not ready to learn, I bet not marry. Just they manage your single life, they go. Because all of us, we grow up in a foundation that is already faulty. And we can't blame our foundation because now what do you know, now you they teach. Our mama and our papa, what did they know? So they can't teach us more than what they have taught us. Because that is what they knew. And we can't blame them. So now when we don't know, so there are some faultiness in it. Let us unlearn it. So that we can relearn it. Because if you don't learn, and you even decided to follow the route of single father or single mother, what will you teach your sons and daughters when you don't born now? So that is why all of us get to go to school of learning. And there are many information out there that we can learn from. Then when you can see better counselor, when they counsel you as a man to become a better man, pay the money and go and get that counseling. Same thing is applicable to women. So that we can build a healthy society. Our children are so confused. They're lost. They're lost, so they call lost. Because I'm waiting we crave for grant. All of us, they pursue dollar. They need job, one job. We never even can get that for the children. Now, that they learn from internet, that they learn from their fellow confused pair friend. Now we now get confused society. But it is time for us to wake up to the call. We can do it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mama Echo. Let me come to T-Love. T-Love just join us. Welcome, T-Love.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Sorry, I don't know, I do have a bit to say, and I'm coming in as Well, not married, but at the same time, um, not single at yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the topic we're talking about, the whole Kerewa, sorry, I'm not feeling so well. The whole
Yeah. Okay.
Kerewa
Sorry.
matter, yeah,
Yeah.
it's um, it's a good topic and a good discussion. And I'm going to speak on the fact that, well, I don't want to say too much on that, but yes, it does matter. Like, it's a topic, it's a discussion that needs to be had,
Right.
especially with future partner. Like, if you want to get married or what have you, whatever option, like whatever the relationship, the grounding or the discussion has been had with the two people.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have this discussion of what the person wants or what you are looking for, like good communication. I
Right.
think it's foremost. And I don't think it's, especially, I don't know about other communities, but I'm just going to say from my upbringing and um from the community I've like seen it around, it's not really something that's discussed a lot. It's like a taboo. um
Mm-hmm.
that you know in school or as a teenager, I would say, like, you go to school, you study. After
Mm-hmm.
that, the next step, that's for me as a personal experience, the next step would be, okay, going straight to um marriage, when the only option or the only discussion in terms of education on this matter, it's a biology class that doesn't really go in depth to, like, um more things or things that people, it has certain, like, it has a lot of nuance, but it's just in a community where it's like, the only reason it's for, and I'm saying it not from a study or something, just from my understanding, is just to have kids and stuff like that. So I think it's a good discussion with a partner. It's a good talking point for, like, what you might expect from relationships, and it's very important. Very true on that. But yeah, that just, I don't know, there
Okay.
are some other things, but now I cannot really articulate my thoughts to that. But yeah,
No, no,
that's,
you actually make a lot of strong points, a lot of sense, and wisdom in what you just shared. Absolutely. Because we're not the reason why, like to your point, a lot of people, some of this subject most times is taboo,
yes.
especially when you're married in Nigeria. They expect you to just keep quiet and automatically know what
Mm-hmm.
is expected once you get married. But it's important to have this conversation. And when you're dating someone or you meet someone, you have to talk to them actively. You have to be very open about communication, in all respect, because that person is coming from a different worldview. You are coming from a different worldview. If you don't have an understanding with each other, how is that relationship supposed to work?
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to understand one another? I went over, I don't know if you were here when I went over the difference. There are people who are asexual and there's some people who
Mm-hmm.
are demisexual, right? So okay, so the point is understanding that for yourself is very important. So when you're meeting someone and the person is already like, I'm ready to go, girl, you're like, I'm not, I don't know you that well. I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel a connection with you. It's not a diss on you. It's not like I don't like, I wouldn't, maybe eventually, but I don't know that yet, you know. So you need to know if you're the kind of person that would only get that attracted to someone, a man, or if you're a guy, a woman, only when that person has been able to, you find them attractive enough, or you're connecting with them emotionally. Some people don't think about sex. It's not anything to, they don't worry about it. They don't think, those are asexual people, right? So knowing the type of person you are, I'm just now, I'm only recently discovering that there are different types. I didn't know. I just knew that that was this kind of person I was. I was this type of person. So, and I knew that for myself. So it's very important, even as a young person, because a lot of times when young people don't know, they just go with anything, right? Then you
Mm-hmm.
start figuring it out, and there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of heartbreak, and then sometimes it takes you a while to heal and then move on. There's so much. So the earlier you know these things, the better it is for you. You save yourself a lot of emotional baggage, not garbage, but baggage or garbage, whatever, right? You save yourself that, and you understand the type of partner you should gravitate towards. Some people cannot hold themselves, right? Some people, it's just who they are. It's just how they're wired. There's no judgment, but just know that, okay, I'm that kind of person, so I have to be extremely intentional about finding a partner or something, right? As opposed to if you are the type of person that doesn't care less, it's not happening, you are not missing anything, then that's the kind of person you are.
Very true. Yes, very true.
So Bamidele, did you want to add something? We can't hear you in case you're mute. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I would just suggest that I don't know, every individual is different, so I am just learning this also for myself, just to always be natural. Um, I'm not even stressing so much about the selling down thing, because just like um, it's just like if God puts you in that place where if you feel compatible with this own person, it's gonna be you and the person that you're gonna be living together. I feel that
Right.
both parties need to work together to do these things. Um, um, Especially in terms of the cultural influences that you must marry, you must settle down, or this or this and that from your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, if you do marry this particular person and that person is not, is not bringing value to your life, I don't feel it's not worth it. Even though you have this whole, marriage celebration, you're married and you settle down just to, just to be respecting your own culture, just because you settle down. So, and
Right.
I feel that I wasn't earlier when I talked about the whole care out thing. It's like even me as a Christian, we're all sinners. We're all fall short. So the way people live their own lives is their own prerogative. Whether if they like care or not, it's really on them. Whatever a person does in the privacy of their own bedroom, it's their own business. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be wrapping this up because I have to be somewhere in a certain time. So I'm just going to let everybody have their final take on this, and we'll be calling it a day. So I'm going to start with Brother Jude. Let's have your final thoughts on this.
On what? On
On the Kerewa matters. Yeah, what we just discussed. If you don't have anything to add, then that's fine. I'll just move to H2.
yeah, let me say to talk.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us then. All right, H2.
If you dey enter relationship when it not be just friend, make you discuss your Kerewa matter. Because if you not discuss am, if you come marry, na come find am say na not sabi dey Kerewa together, na go dey cheat. Cheating is inevitable. Make we not deceive ourselves. Now, not see plenty married women when they cheat now. Those days, those are an abomination. Oh. But today, they don't carry abomination put for dustbin of forgetfulness. But if you people have discussed it from day one, now for resolver, now for service, now not they compatible, make everybody pack in way. See, it's not a must when you date somebody and you discover you are not compatible. Make una force yourself into marriage. Don't do it. Don't. So that is why it's good to start with friendship. See, when I dey grow, there are some category when I just are not go marry. But as I come begin, they get sense. I don't change my mindset. Oh. I don't be talk say I not go marry divorcee. But now I don't change my mind for there. I don't talk say I not go marry person when he dey younger than me. I don't change my mind because I have come to learn new things. And I have an open mind. For this category plus other one when become a single papa, anywhere I find my rib, my true rib be that one when I connect with well for every angle. Kerewa number 1. Then effective communication number 2. The ability to reason together for complex and simple things number 3. The ability to drive me out of this my comfort zone to excel in life. And he go there proud say na me get that woman number 4. But if you be the type when we say my popularity with Obi go fear you not near me, oh. Because my destiny not to sit down with presidents of nature to plan life for my children. So you see, if you be the type when go fear those kind of area, not near me. But if you go be the type when go there proud say, now my wife be that, come. If you open door to see whether you be the better one. So on a serious note, let us have effective communication from day one. Men, I beg una, not they put for front of my daughter say, if you love me, prove it. And the only way when he go to prove her, now for your jalopy to jalopy under her. If your jalopy go jalopy, then she not go tell you truth again. She go pretend, hide everything, hideable, until he go enter your house. So if you don't want that kind of woman, not jalopy my daughter, make friend with her, find out who she is. Then you go decide whether not the one where you feel settled with be this. Okay, make I ask you one question. All the awilolo and jalopy when you don't do since beginning till date, when they don't give you, he put dollar for your account. He make you now. You don't jalopy, so that you won't marry as a man. Now you dey fear. Why you dey fear? The way you jalopy all of them, now so that men don't jalopy. So now don't jalopy all of them finish. Now can't they fear to put one for inside house to marry. So if you now no want make una fear again, help my daughter with that jalopying them. Because there is nowhere when they write out for Nigeria Constitution, I be the obodo yibo where you dey. Say you must jalopy them before you go help them. You get where they write and put. In fact, that here go discuss that topic one of these days. Why must men jalopy women before they go help them? Una don't cause trouble for ground now with una jalopy, and I will not waka. Una call the fear una go marry. Una cool soup don't finish. Una no want chopper. On a serious note, we all have room to relearn. Unlearn everything. Amen. I take God beg una. Make una not judge any of my daughters, so because not be the jalopy themselves. Now, I jalopy them. So make una not they call them name when una give them by jalopy them. Now they hear me. So none of my pikin when be get useless. They be virgin. Now they hear. As long as your jalopy never near his body, he's a virgin in your front. And she's a queen. And she's a princess. So make sure you treat my daughter as the queen they are. And treat them as the princess they are. If I thought you see anything when she they do wrong, when you want correct, I beg, correct her in love. Then to my daughter, that will not resolve blade mouth, I go cut her. That will not resolve blade mouth, I go cut her. If man by mistake tell you na in pass, he don't write in CV for you finish to the announce. The moment you open your mouth, basa, you go use your mouth, take cutter. cut her into pieces. Then when he come, they must call you for head, you go say the man they beat you. Your mouth is razor blade, and it's not good. Every man want to see the trouble at place of work. And when they are coming back home, they are looking for a loving hand of a woman to come go pour the stress. And when they begin to pour her, you go say, honey, no worries, it's going to be well. That is all he needs from you. You dey open your mouth, they tell her, say, see your mate. See, who gave you that audacity to tell my pikin, my son say, see him mate? Your papa do well. I been na your mama, now your brothers, now they do well. When you go lose somebody's son, you go tell and say, see your mate. If my son, any of my daughter want to do that, or you can't report to me, leave am to me. So let's change this mentality. God create marriage for enjoyment. Now we make a tug of war. And it's not supposed to be so. And the funny thing, you've let Goti Gio and pastors there. Una go church, go they need that for una pastor. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. And your husband for house. Una turn out to una mate. Because you and I don't enter bedroom, do a gilolo together. Even though he senior you, it not matter anymore. That is wrong. Why will you respect your pastor or daddy Gio, and you can't respect your husband that put you in the house like that? If the respect when they give your so-called daddy Gio or pastor or bishop, do they give her to your husband for house? Please for day. Now all of us now, our parents not train well. Make we train ourselves. So that we go fit train our children. Then we go fit build a better Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mama Echo. You don't talk and finish. I really, really appreciate your take. Everybody for comment session, they shout, they say yes. So thank you so much. As long as your notification is on, you definitely get notified on my next topic. Thank you. Have a great weekend, Mama Echo. So let me come to.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Don't follow your parents, oh. Relax. When you're ready for marriage, you go get the right babe. If you be Africa, if you not be Africa, but the right if they corner, they wait for you.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you very much, Mama Echo. Have a great weekend, though.
And you too, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. All right. So, Bamidele, let's hear your final thoughts. If you have anything else to say before I come to Tino.
I'm just saying, I don't know, it's just really good to just be yourself, be your own person, know what you're looking for, and just be living in a natural state, and I don't know, just being yourself is just the right way to go, because at the end of the day, it's your life you're living. You know what you want out of your life. You need to go look for what you're looking for out of life. So,
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bamidele. Thanks for joining us again. I will definitely see you on my next one. Thanks for always coming to support and add your voice. This is very important as we continue to have more interesting conversations that will help us do better with each other and grow. Thank you.
Yeah.
T-Love.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Thank
Welcome.
You. Thank you.
Let's have your final thoughts on this.
So something that Mama Echo she mentioned was communication.
Yes.
I think it's very important. And well, there are some things she said too that I'm like, maybe not. For marriage too, like, or relationship, whatever floats, like whatever situation or whatever thought process we are going along with, I think communication is very important, because for one, like if you don't like something, just speak up, or just have a communication, and from love, from a good perspective, that, or you want some things this way or some other things this way, because that is, I feel like it can actually improve a lot of things, like communication, respect, and being open-minded, and also being what's another word, like having that like perspective, or that self, like the love that, okay, this is what is going to happen, or that is, and all of that, and it just all everything just builds up to
Right.
like make the relationship like very good.
Mm.
Communication along with Kerewa and whatever it is, like it's very important. So yeah, that's just all I have to add. Yeah, thank you so much, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Tilo, for coming. Please come again. I really appreciate your insights. Again, we don't, no one person knows it all. We're just trying to learn and do better, for ourselves and to help the next generation. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
actually speaking to
Enjoy
the
your,
next generation, but yes, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. So my people, we have come to the end of this very, very heightened session, hot session. Eh? I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your comments. So in rounding up, I'm just going to say, know who you are, know what Kerewa, space you are, know yourself, basically. Let me just put it that way. Know yourself, know what your needs are. I know that sometimes we can't know it all. Sometimes it would, require you having a conversation to even understand that, oh, so these are my needs. So there's no holier than thou. Nobody holy, nobody bad pass, right? We're all just trying to figure it out. We all just trying to figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you owe yourself, eh, to understand your needs. You owe yourself to understand your needs. You can't, nobody is an island. You can't live in isolation. You got to know these things. If not for yourself, if you have children, you have nieces or nephews, or have people, young people in your life that kind of look up to you, you want to be able to explain certain things to them. This is why some of this information is important. It's not personal. We're just having an open conversation. Let's try and do better by each other. Whether we are men, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, there's nobody that does not like to be respected, whether you're man or woman. And again, for men, if your leadership skill is down, if you know what you got, a woman will eat directly from the palm of your hand. She will even worship the ground you walk on. Women, and so we be. Just know yourself, work on yourself. You won't need to tell a woman I'm the man. Your ego will not have any, you will just see her serving you without you asking. I wish a lot of you guys will understand that, but hey, what do I know? And the small when I know, now make I come borrow now today. Again, I no be professional, I no be specialist. Me, now just I find information, I come, we talk about it. Everybody take wetin they need from inside and run with it. So that tomorrow we can be better off. So you have children tomorrow, you can tell them, you can say, no, come, let me tell you about this, let me tell you about that. Communicate, communicate, communicate. There's no shame in communication. If you don't communicate now, you will cry later. Communicate now to get an understanding. Yes, everything will not be perfect. We know, not be this life we dey, nothing is perfect. Even you are not perfect, right? You're going to make mistakes, but at least it will be buffered. If you have, and then, Mama Ichu said friendship is very important in any relationship. If you have friendship, it's very important in any relationship. Mama Icho has a YouTube channel. She just shared it in the comment section. You guys can subscribe to her. She just shared in the comment section, so you can subscribe and listening to her as well. So So communicate. There's no shame in it. That's where it starts. And Dodo said, friendship is always a great start. That is always my stand, has always been my stand. You have to have friendship, because the time that we were talking about whether something is working, it's not working. If friendship not there, if we discuss many things, you won't have anything to talk about. It will be, drab. That's when you start to get on each other. So you want to be friends with someone first before you jump into anything. Jumping into it is almost like you're cutting the process short, and then you don't even have the opportunity to learn each other organically. So I mean, these days, do people just fall in love first sight with the way the world is right now? I don't know. You gotta be very careful out there. There's so much going on out there that you and I don't know. So it's better for us to be informed, so that you're not going out there with zero knowledge, with you don't know nothing. So my people, I go end them for here. And thank you so much. Yes, exactly, Bimpe. It does. Kerewa clouds your judgment. There's some people, I mean, to each their own. Some people, they when we say, they cloud their judgment. But me, personally, I believe say they cloud judgment, because you can't, so many things you want to ask, you won't be able to ask. So many questions you want to ask, you will not be able to ask, because you've already missed this process. So to come now, remove yourself and start asking is almost like you're putting the cart before the horse. So how do they say it? It will be hard for you to have the important conversation, So think about this. Again, no judgment here. I don't judge anybody. Nobody is perfect. Do what works for you. Whatever works for you, whatever gives you joy, do it. Me know wetin work for me. So now I'm holding my own self accountable, and I'm saying, okay, I know what works for me, and that's what I'm going to go with. So do what works for you. But remember that for every action, there's always a reaction, and there are consequences to certain actions. Don't go and you are zero, you not be following 100. They work, you go tire. You understand? You no go work, you go tire. So everybody get wetin dem dey bring. Make we try to do better. We need each other for this one. Man need woman, woman need man. Leave that thing. Woman needs cucumber, man need pekus. Let me keep it 100. Understand? You can't run from it. Unless, okay, you get team when you dey follow, no problem, no judgment. But to lie to yourself and say, oh no, I don't need nothing, I don't need nobody, I don't need no man here, I can do without you are just blowing breeze on your life. Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. How many of us here, when you see someone with a good, great relationship, for a moment you're like, man, I wish I could just have someone to have this type of relationship with. That's how you feel, So strive for the good. Don't want to do it because everybody else is doing it. Of course, that's a bad move. Do it because it feels right and it's yours to work with. Don't do it because everybody else is doing it. People, we all have different, everybody comes, things happen for people at different times. Because it happens for one person does not mean that it's going to happen for you the exact same way. It doesn't work like that. You understand? So we all need each other. Now, we need each other to live in this world. We need to learn to respect each other and value each other's feelings. The occasional getting angry is there. Nobody's perfect, but if we understand our needs, we can better communicate it. You can better communicate it. Learn to be friends first. And I know that Cynthia said, sometimes don't become friends and, go and friend zone. I mean, I think we're all mature people here, reasonably mature people. You know what you want. If you know if you're attracted to someone, you're attracted to them. There's no way around it, right? So even if you're friends with the person, your body will be scratching you. If the emotions start to crawl in, no more, you can't control it. That friendship will immediately turn to something. Yeah? Man of persist, Waiting be kpekus. Abemo na me answer man of prestige. All I say waiting be kpekus. No me go answer that one for him. Man of prestige. Man has cucumber. Woman has kpekus. Kpekus is the term that we cannot announce here. Thank you for subscribing to Mama Echo. Abemona help me subscribe to Mama Echo. She dey bring am 100 for us. So let's support her also to help her. Have a great evening, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Top Notch. Cool Mama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Romari, you come late. Oh, Romari, you have to catch this on replay. Kai! Romari, with this one hot. You supposed day here. Kai! I don't know. Cynthia, thank you for subscribing. To everyone that subscribed to Mama Echo. Thank you so much. Bigbe, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. You don't sound sharp to Mama Echo. Man of prestige, thank you. I appreciate. Yes, so Monica, long time. So good to see you. Talk, no, let me greet you. Thank you for stopping by. How your side now? I've missed you on Obodo Ibo. Which day? Last time I was like in my head, I was thinking, where is Monica? Thank you. Yeah. Go with someone that matches your Kerewa drive. Exactly. Especially if that part is very important. Whatever is important, match somebody who is there. Don't go and, yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to quickly go through all these comments and then, okay. Mama Senadi. Oh my God. Yeah. Friend zone means no attraction to that person at all. Exactly. It's different from building relationship from exactly. I know, right? Romario means Romario, you have to do this replay. Hi, Romario. It was hot today earlier. Sugar walls. Hey, see names. Plus na sugar walls are going to use now. That's it. Wow. Yes, so yeah, thank you. Cool Mama, thank you. And only by God's will, the topic was fire, honestly. I'm telling you, people came and thought we were just going to dive into the real act of it. I think that's what people were thinking, but they're just talking about types. So I'm glad that everybody enjoyed it. Your side, they all good. I'm so happy to hear that, Monica. Long time, your face. I say, don't when I see Monica for Bodo Ibu. I hope she's fine. Or you were driving home from a city, or when you went to deliver Isiewu. Hey! Hey, Romari, why you dey torturing my throat like this? Wow. Oh, I missed you. I think about you. I say, wait, for my head, I say, wait, Monica. You really enjoyed the show. I'm glad you did, Precious. Thank you so much. Mama HOR, she's a vibe. You gotta love her. Oh my God, she's a vibe. Yeah, honestly, see, Marriott. I'm telling you, we still there. I don't wrap up, my sister. I don't wrap up. Yes, so Mama Echo, thank you very much. All of una. Thank you. So I will see you again. So I think the next topic we're going to be discussing is female circumcision as suggested by Obiajulu. So I'm going to do a little bit of research. You guys also feel free to do research so that we can all talk about it, And I'm going to try and find that podcast and play it for you guys so that, we can, bring it all together. Okay. Thank you very much, cool Mama. Hey, I dey glow. Hey, now they make me glow. You know what I'm saying? Now people they make person glow. When you have village people that the love is fantastic, person go just dey glow, they go. You no go know why. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for this live. If you're catching this on replay, please let me know your thoughts. And if you have not yet subscribed, I don't know what you wait for. The village is growing. You don't want to be a part of these wonderful village people. wonderful village supporters, we get leaders, we get people where we dey rotate sweeping, we dey rotate cooking. Anytime we get village meeting like this, omo kola nut, bitter kola, palm wine, everything, isiewu, nkwobi, goat meat, pepper soup, asun, all manner of things dey flow. Not miss o, not miss am. Oh, really? She spoke about it in Dubai. Yeah, I know that in those areas they do it very frequently. Even some part in Nigeria they still do it. It's just that it's not as rampant as it used to be, but they still do it. Thank you very much. Oh, my hair color is popping. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Yes, so yeah, it is an important topic. We're gonna address it on the next live. I'm thinking maybe I should do it on the weekend so everybody can have the opportunity to be a part of it. So it's gonna be next weekend. I'll schedule it for next weekend so we can talk about it, so everybody can get a word in. So guys, it's been real. And please, all my obedience worldwide, do not participate in the mayhem. Don't. We've won this election, my obedient people. It's Peter the Rock will be an Ahmed Dati all the way. We gotta fix that country, man. Mind you, Nigeria, wherever you be preparing. You are needed. We get work to do. There's a lot of groundwork that needs to be laid. Okay, not be only Peter Obi and Ahmed Dati go feed one. All right. So at this point, I say enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take a chill pill, relax, watch Netflix, and chill. I'll see you all on my next one. Bye.